Yep.
Well, I guess I might as well go ahead and tell you the story. So, I got off work at like 3 p.m. And I got the liquor store literally right down the street from where I work. And I was like, I might as well stop by there before I lose motivation to leave the house for the next few days. So I pull up, or I drive down to the liquor store, get there, and get out. And as I'm getting out, I see my boss drive up to the liquor store, park, and get out as well.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We were all sitting there fucking joking and laughing and everything as we went in. He went off to the beer section, and I went over to the spirits area. We get back to the register at about the same time, and he rolls up with like one of those 30 packs of beer cans. It's like Bush's Light or whatever, the cheap kind.
Yeah.
And I roll up with like two bottles of brandy and 1 bottle of whiskey. And I swear his eyes popped out of his head.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Although
like,
I will never understand people that just like get a 30-pack for the weekend, just drink piss water all weekend. Like,
I mean, they go for like the long game, you know,
Yeah.
without having any of the alcohol tolerance. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna drink all weekend. Proceeds to drink something that's like 1.2% alcohol content over the course of 12 hours. And then I'm sitting here.
Buzz water.
Yep. And I'm sitting here over the course of like 6 hours drinking 17%. Not high, but you know, something. At least to get me started. Just enjoying my school life. Remember where we were at, Dio?
So, okay, I remember. Don't remember his name, but I'm just gonna call him Captain Underpants. We got out of the dungeon. What was it? Twice, and we went in there willingly.
Yep.
The second time. And I think that's where we left off, was the end of that dungeon after we willingly went in there. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
So we broke into his palace. You remember what a palace is, Dio?
I mean, pretty much. Oh, in the story sense. I was about to say it's a dungeon crawl, but then I was like, wait.
No, this is the term that they're actually asking us for. Do you remember what a palace is in this game?
It's like the manifestation of all his evil intent or something to that effect.
Of his desires. Basically, he became evil enough so that in the metaverse he became prominent and built his own palace. You remember where this is?
Oh yeah, I forgot about this office.
Yep. Ain't it great?
Or the Velvet Room, I'm sorry.
I mean, ain't it great? Fucking love the music in this place. And remember, you're in charge of the choices.
Yeah.
Not gonna be antagonistic? I see you.
Nah.
The goal of your
And you remember, I have a lot of stream delay, so...
However, such a feat cannot be
So you remember
latency
exactly...
bias.
You remember exactly what our rehabilitation was supposed to be?
someone who awoke to the same power, did you not?
I honestly do not. You mean Ryuji? Ryuji?
Aruji? What? Uwuji?
I'm only one shot at him already fucking up names.
You got a lot of catching up to do, boy.
I am not advising the formation of superficial relationships.
So he's basically telling us,
Frivolity.
making a breakdown of how the fact that confidants that we have are actually do have an impact on what we do in the metaverse
In other words,
or in palaces.
with those who have been robbed of their places to belong. The
And
expansion of said ring will, in return,
like he was saying, or
as well.
all he's saying is that the more you hang out with people, the more rewards you're going to get.
The more power your personas will gain.
And it's beneficial to hang out with the same person multiple times rather than hanging out with multiple people and constantly changing up.
Better to have a best friend than be the social butterfly.
Confidants are people you trust who share a similar goal. You can find these people in places like school or around town. Try forming bonds with people by visiting them multiple times, earning their trust, and by proving your value.
Yeah, like that hooker on the corner. I hear she's pretty friendly.
Yeah, or that street bum that plays the funky music, white boy. Once you have formed a bond, you can open the menu and with triangle and select confidant to check your strength of your relationships.
Indeed, you should be prepared.
Imagine if that was the thing, IRL, just, have your friends list. That feels like a dystopian Facebook thing, just how good friends you are with somebody. It's logged it.
Well, I mean, it kind of is a thing based on, like, chat history.
Fair enough.
Feels like Eagle has high
it's the
expectations.
snap score.
Mm-hmm.
I am thou art I. Thou hast
But yeah, you remember what confidants are, Dio?
It shall become the wings
I
of
mean,
rebellion that breaketh
They're your
the
friends in the
chains
real
of
world that you
captivity.
take into palaces, correct?
With the birth of
Just
the full
people you
persona,
take into the
I
palaces?
have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new
I
power.
mean, they'll be, friends outside of the palaces too. Like, I'm pretty sure Ryuji is one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's like acquaintances in the real world that just,
All right.
I assume will eventually come into palaces with you.
Are you sure about that? Not every person you're friends with are people you fight with. Like, for example, here, we got the Fool Arcana, which is technically us, but it also represents our bond with Igor.
Continue devoting yourself
Igor, we don't technically take into battle with us. He's just here to help us out.
Get lost, inmate.
So this is basically telling us that, yeah, there are people we're going to meet in the day-to-day that aren't going to be people we fight with, but rather people that we...
How annoying.
Oh, so since palaces are like, a construct of intent, then relationships with people in general have confidence effects.
Now you're getting the hang of this.
Okay.
Yep. So that's why I'm saying that the shit that you do, or the shit that you choose to do, is going to have a heavy impact on the shit that, or how effective I am in battle.
Well, it's just a whole nother level, because I thought it was just going to be like, all your little buddies, not like Igor.
Nope. There's a total of, I believe, 22 different confidants that you can get in this game. And of those, 10 are people you actually end up hanging out with. Or 10 of them, no, not even 10, I think like maybe even 6 of them are ones that you actually or are ones that you interact with regularly. But whether or not you actually build them up, there's only 3 that are automatic full confidants. The other 19 are yours to decide.
Okay.
I fucking love this cutscene. Not necessarily. It's a shit cutscene because it highlights exactly how much of a fucking dick this PE teacher is. But I'll talk about it whenever we get to the scene. I was sitting here pretty much in the exact same situation. Whenever I was playing through Royal, just sitting here fucking plastered drunk, playing through it and watching the cutscenes, trying to take everything in. And as soon as we got to this cutscene right here, the first thing that went through my mind was that song by Divide, I believe, that just goes, "When I spike it past the net, you might take it to the face." And this scene has not been the same since.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Coming in with 100% of me. Anyways.
They'd like take a snippet of this cutscene and make it into like an AMV at that point.
Well, I mean, the original lyrics were based off of, I believe it's called Haikyuu, the fucking volleyball anime, about the midget who wants to be the center point.
I know what you're talking about, but I have no knowledge of it.
Me neither.
I don't watch sports anime.
Me neither. There's no point in them, as far as I'm concerned. They're about as useful as regular sports.
chance to go look for the guys we saw were slaves yesterday.
But yeah, so
Let's look for the faces we saw.
to sum up the shit that you didn't cover in your little expose of what happened before,
Physical abuse.
we went into the palace. The second time we went in willingly, and Ryuji remembered his the faces of the people that he saw in the palace, and he's trying to interrogate them to get dirt on Kamoshida about his abuse, to try and get Kamoshida shut down.
You're kind of in the same boat,
Okay.
huh?
So
yeah,
now,
no, it's that cutscene kind of brought that back into focus. The whole weird contraption setup. I don't even know what to call it.
contraption, what?
Well, because there was a guy that was like hung by his feet and getting blasted with a volleyball. And
Oh yeah, I remember
weird
that.
shit like that.
The people who were running on the treadmill with like a water bottle in front of them.
The pain train.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, our goal is to search out the people who have been abused by Kamoshida. To
So we're gathering our clues, gathering the dirt.
see.
We're private investigators now.
2D is better than 3D. Anyways. Get it? Because we're in room 2D. Ha! Ha ha! Ha!
Are you skipping out on the volleyball?
Christ.
Hey, that's the guy who was over at the
Okay, I thought that said sacred volleyball player. I was like, holy shit, buddy.
I mean, he could be holy, you don't know.
Yeah. He's a priest in his off time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there is a church we can go to.
Gotta be sneaky about it. How did you get injured?
Are you getting abused? Are you into BDSM?
Kamoshida did it to you, right? Look,
Do you like
you
it?
gotta
That's the
tell anyone you
question.
scream. Just tell us about how Kamoshida's abusing you. I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah.
What papers did you sign in his classroom?
Show us on this doll where Kamoshida touched you.
Are you afraid?
You're a coward.
You guys are talking complete nonsense.
You don't go for fucking shit, man.
We already know.
There's gonna be one prompt on here that I will override you on if you don't pick the right choice.
Alright.
Please,
On this particular guy?
you're really
No.
bothering me.
But later on in the game.
That's enough.
Because there's one prompt in here that I fucking love. Because it's great.
And he still won't fess up. Crap. If we keep going at this pace,
I love how
the party's
Ryuji's
gonna
gotta be
end.
the cool guy without a jacket.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
Pretty
he's
sure
the punk.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I guess let's split up.
Guess that'd be faster.
Being
I'll take
compliant,
the
huh?
practice building for people
Like the
before
bitch you are.
You handle the classroom building. There's a third year on the volleyball team that I remember. I think he's in 3C. He was getting beat pretty badly at the castle. He might have some injuries here too. Anyways, I'll hit you up if I find anything. See ya.
Alright, so we need to head to 3C. Or at least close to 3C, and look for someone who's fucking injured. So, what's your opinion on physical abuse, Dio?
Yeah?
Yeah, no. There's always that, like, part of my mind that doesn't want to answer that just because of,
Because you're
called
secretly a
Deus Ex.
masochist?
No, because a game called Deus Ex.
Sure,
I
sure.
still argue entrapment.
Oh yeah, and the grave you fucking dug for yourself?
Monetization. What are you?
I mean, we're not even fucking monetized, man. I wouldn't worry about it.
I know.
You can tell I don't worry about it because I swear every 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of bosses, I did that the other day. Like, I'm usually good about not cussing around my boss because she's a, older Mexican lady. And, I'm usually courteous and this, and that. But, let's see. You on the volleyball team? But, like I was saying, I didn't know she had a key to a certain building, so she just pops up, you know, behind me one day. I'm just like, oh fuck, like, you know, almost slapped the crap out of her. And she was like, I've never heard you cuss before. I was like, you don't know me personally.
Sounds about right.
Let's see. You sure it's not abuse?
Sure.
I like that voice clip. Sure. But yeah, I don't know. I think they started out pretty fucking heavy with this game, or with this this first palace, and it only gets worse from here.
Oh boy. You tell me first.
No
Cough it
good.
up, bucko.
Everyone's freaked out about Kamoshida, but I still got a lead, eh? First year new member. He just joined, so he might not be all wrapped up in Kamoshida's web bullshit yet. Go around and ask the first year, see if you can find him. View messages you receive by pressing square. Only the 50 most recent chat threads will be saved. Old chats will be automatically deleted. So, Dio, is it the first floor, the second floor, or the third floor where the first years are going to be on? Key name being first years.
Well, first floor?
Nope. In Japan, the first years are on the third floor, and then as you get as you advance in years, you move down.
Oh.
It's supposed to be like some sort of symbolism to being one step closer to freedom, or being an adult, or whatever.
Interesting. So they don't even try to mask the fact that school's a prison.
Well, I mean, their schools are a lot better than American school systems.
Yeah, fair enough.
Their schools are more like training to becoming an actual proper human being.
Instead of teenage daycare.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, I was turning my thermostat down.
You're good.
What are those injuries?
These? It happened during practice. I mean, everyone on the team's got injuries like this. Mishima-senpai has it especially bad, though. He gets to deal with Mr. Kamoshida's special coaching. Oh, never mind. Forget I said anything.
Special coaching, you say?
Ooh, please, just stop talking to me. Ask someone else if you want to know anything more.
Attention! All matches have concluded. Please get back to you. Please get ready to go home for today.
Fucking Mickey Mouse on the intercom.
Christ almighty. I was gonna say I didn't know Toad was in the office today, but take a wild guess, motherfucker.
So you don't have any luck either?
Okay, let's regroup for now. See if you can see you in the courtyard. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, I remember he was supposed to be like a 20s he was supposed to be like a city slicker, a greaser or something.
I'm sorry, but like every time you talk like that, I just keep thinking like Baron Samedi or some shit. I'm just like,
you been
turn
wild,
5 shades
baby. Buzz. Never mind, I'm not gonna get that racist yet.
Let's see, what is it?
It'll be quick.
You remember her?
Anyway, what's with you?
Yeah.
You were late
I
the other
mean,
day was a lie and
Coach's
all.
favorite little
There's
chickie.
that weird
Well, I
rumor
mean,
about
how?
me, too.
Where do you remember her from?
What do you want with him?
Right back at you. You're not even in our class.
Didn't we meet her on the street?
Happened to get
Yeah, she got in his car, that's what it was.
Yep.
Mr. Kamoshida?
Yeah.
Huh?
I feel like there's another instance, but it's not coming to me.
Not really. Not yet, anyways. She's in our class, but that's about it.
Nothing to do with you,
Oh,
Mr.
that's probably what
Kabuto.
I'm thinking of.
If you found out what he's
And
been
also,
doing,
she somehow knows Ryuji's name.
dump him right away.
Behind my back?
I know everybody.
What's that supposed to mean?
Because I'm popular.
I mean, is she popular?
He wouldn't get it.
I don't know.
She's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl in a Japanese high school. Do you honestly think she's popular?
But no one's gonna
Okay, yeah. I keep Americanizing this game.
And fun fact: Ryuji's hair is actually supposed to be naturally black.
So aggressive all the time.
He dyes it.
That's why it's like piss yellow.
Mm-hmm.
You know her?
We just went to the same middle school.
And the same and the same elementary school.
No luck on my end.
Nobody's gonna bring that up, but you know, they're childhood friends. Do you remember the name that popped up? I'll give you a hint. It wasn't emphysema.
Oh, that's beautiful. It was Mishima, wasn't it?
Yep.
Emphysema.
Emphysema. I'm a high schooler. How are your lungs, boy?
Hey, got a second?
Hey, fucking nerd, we're here to bully you.
Come on.
What you got in the briefcase?
Kamoshida's
But yeah, you remember what confidant Ryuji is?
physical abuse?
Fucking Christ. No, I don't.
Do you remember your research you were supposed to do? Or do you even have those notes?
Spike you today.
What do you think?
I'm gonna guess no, because you're that unorganized.
Doesn't explain all the other bruises you got.
I would think about it in the morning and forget about it by the evening, if I'm being straight up.
Is he forcing me to keep quiet?
He's the chariot persona.
Okay.
Mishima, isn't it time for practice?
I'm not feeling well today.
What? Maybe you're better off quitting then. You're never going to improve that crappy form unless you show up to practice.
So yeah, Mishima was the kid that in the cutscene he got hit in the face with the volleyball.
Mishima?
And as you can see, he has a significant amount of cuts and bruises and injuries on him.
Gone from the school.
So what exactly do you think this special coaching would be?
Same goes for you. Didn't the principal tell you to keep in line?
You have an amazing spike.
Just don't get
Let's see.
All these unsettling rumors are making the students anxious after all.
That's your own goddamn fault.
If I'm throwing a wild guess out there, I assume it's running laps with no water, but I don't know.
Nope. Those are merely depictions of the kind of shit that he does.
Okay.
So let me put it in a better picture for you. His special coaching involves locked doors, and Mishima comes out more injured.
Asshole. He's gonna pay for this. There's no point. Huh?
Okay, you keep saying this game goes darker, so does he just, like, beat the shit out of him, or, like...
Yep. That's exactly
Okay.
what he does. He beats the shit out of the volleyball team. That's the way
Okay.
that he gets results.
I
And the
didn't
reason why
imagine it
this...
was going that far, but holy shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, you saw all the kids that were injured, right?
Yeah, I mean,
That's
fair
the
enough,
reason why
but-
Kamoshida is that's the reason why Kamoshida has a palace. If he was just a rough coach, it'd be something different. But it's the fact that he's going out of his way to abuse those kids. Like if you saw, I think it was the third year. Go ahead and make your decision whenever you're ready.
Are you gonna quit?
The third year had
I'll try one more
bandages around his face,
all I can do.
which shows signs of a jaw injury. Which means that Kamoshida is not afraid of straight up decking people in the face,
Fair enough.
even if they're
That's not gonna happen with
minors.
a volleyball.
And here's a better question: I am all worn out from the stuff that happened today. I should probably head to sleep soon.
Head to sleep soon?
Yep.
That's a translation error.
Taking a look at all those, abused kids, it sure has made me tired. Hey, they don't make any damn sense. This principal and even the parents should know about this abuse, baby. Why ain't nobody speaking up? Why aren't they speaking up to you?
They're afraid of Kamoshida.
Classic abuse? That can't be the only thing keeping both the principals and the parents from keeping quiet, though. It's
He's got a
basically
rep.
because Kamoshida made a volleyball team famous, yeah?
Exactly.
Even so, that don't give him the right to do whatever he wants, baby. He's beating kids up, and all they're allowed to do is endure. And that follower of his doesn't give one single shit. I made that decision for you. Anyways, on to Kamaki. You met her in the courtyard, remember? You should know her. I mean, she's in your class, dude. Ugh, what a load of bull. I can't let it end like this, baby. I'm gonna try and find someone who knows about what's going on with Kamoshida during break tomorrow. Just watch. I ain't giving up. But yeah. So there's your reason. He gets results out of the volleyball team, and in return, the higher ups don't say anything. Yep. Not even the parents.
Makes sense.
So here's something to think about, Dio. If that's what he's doing to the guys, what do you think he's doing to the women? Or the girls?
I didn't even know he trained the women.
Well, I mean, the women are part of the volleyball team as well. There's a female volleyball team.
I mean, fair enough, but I mean, it hasn't really portrayed that too much yet.
Well, we've seen that he's had a relation with An to some extent or another, but we don't know exactly what.
Fair enough.
So, leaves much to be questioned, doesn't it?
I don't want this to go to a rape position, but at the same time, I didn't realize he'd be beating kids up in the corner, so...
You thought Persona was gonna be a nice and buddy-buddy thing, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. I thought it was just gonna be, like, superhero, like, you know... like light-hearted Marvel movie or something. But
you
no.
are not ready for Shin Megami Tensei, my friend. So about witnesses, I was wondering if we could get something out of Takamaki.
She's not on the team.
Just hear me out. You know how we didn't get a thing out of the volleyball team? I figured it'd be a good idea to talk to someone who knows them. Takamaki's BFFs with the starter, a girl named Suzuki. I tried to talk to that girl during break, but I got nothing. That's why we should have Takamaki talk with her. Then again, I guess it'll be hard getting her to help us. Sorry, let me see what else I can come up with, baby. I gotta put one baby in whenever I talk with it, or whenever I use this voice.
Every conversation.
Yep. So she's not on the team, but she's talking with someone named Suzuki.
Uh-huh. That bruise above your eye.
Oh,
Is that from practice too?
No, that's... okay.
Yeah.
And look at her
Are
portrait.
you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
And also her character model.
Volleyball's the only thing I can do right.
And her text. There is a lot that goes on in this one scene that introduces this character we know nothing about.
I should get going. Shiho. Are you sure you're okay? Uh-huh.
So here's a question, Dio.
Yes.
So we know that An is best friends with Suzui, who is on the volleyball team. But we haven't seen Kamoshida interact with Suzui at all. We've seen him interact with An. So what do you think is going on here?
Hey, wasn't that Takamaki?
And An's not on the team? Is that right?
Mm-hmm. An's not on the team. Her best friend is.
You know, she seems pretty easy,
And she
huh?
hangs around him.
You
That's
think I'd have a
kinda
chance
weird.
too?
Come on, dude. You can't go after Kamoshida's bitch.
And from that cutscene, there's also tellings that Kamoshida has been, or that she's been hanging around Kamoshida a lot.
Sorry.
A lot of people think that they're an item.
Yeah, you can't go after Kamoshida's bitch. Like, holy shit, bud. I'm sorry, too.
Oh no, it's totally my fault. I shouldn't have been spacing out like that. You don't look familiar. Could you be that transfer student from Class D?
You notice something about her her
This might
icon?
not be any of my business, but don't let the rumors get to you, okay?
Well, just that she's always looking down, or
Well, there's something there's something that's not present in hers that's present in everybody else's.
why do you say that?
Well, I've helped with a similar situation before. My best friend is often misunderstood too, all because of her looks. Sorry.
I've not
I
seen
didn't
it.
mean to drag on like that. Anyway, I have to go to
Look at her
practice.
eyes. What do you
I'll see
notice?
around.
What, that she's blinking? Is that a thing?
Nope.
No. Okay.
They're dull.
Damn it.
They're dull and colorless,
Oh,
unlike Ryuji's eyes, or like our main character's eyes right here, that have a little bit of light to them.
Mm-hmm. And have that like glare aspect to them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you find someone?
So there's a lot of things that come into play whenever it comes to anime style or Japanese style animation. One of the main things being our main character with his glasses. Glasses usually signify a hidden intent or a secret motive behind what they do, which perfectly insinuates exactly what Duff is, or what Duff is, being a high schooler as well as a Persona user.
We should have started with that.
Mm-hmm. So, in the case of Suzui, a lack of glint or a lack of light in her eyes means a lack of life. A very key signature of depression or a very deep sorrow.
How about a sneak attack?
Thought that'd be fine if we could do it without getting caught, but if we did, we'd be
But yeah,
seriously
deep sorrow.
done for. Got any other ideas?
So the fact that she doesn't, or the fact that she has those injuries, and the fact of her eyes says what?
Well, I mean that she's like broken down and defeated at
So
this
you
point,
wanna
right?
tell him about the castle?
So what does that say about what Kamoshida does to
Have any
the
other
volleyball
ideas?
team?
What do we do?
Whatever it is, I can only imagine it's unholy.
The king? You mean that other world's Kamoshida?
Well, I mean, think about it,
I didn't
and
think
think
of
about
that.
it seriously.
Is there any meaning to
The male players that we talked about, or that we interrogated, still had life in their eyes, even though they were getting physically abused by him. So what does that say that he's doing to her?
you, Morgana?
How dare
Well, I mean,
you
there's
open
physical
meeting
abuse with the
other
boys,
day.
so I'm sure there's some sort of
Cat's
like,
talking?
you know, mental.
I am not
Oh my fucking god, it's the cat!
Yep. Is he a cat though, Dio? Is he a cat?
I mean, that's a fucking cat!
Is it a cat though?
Got a phone?
You don't need one when you're at
Looks
my
pretty human to me.
I did get pretty lost making my escape.
That aside, why can you talk?
How should I know?
That was the last thing I was expecting, but anyways. Where
The
were we?
perfect breakup in our dark fucking in our dark little conversation.
It's just a fucking cat. It must be hallucinating. The fuck did you slip in my drink? Ryuji?
Meow.
The deep end.
Having a rough time of this. I heard you mention something about witnesses.
Oh, shut up.
But yeah, we were talking about exactly what he does to the girls' volleyball team that makes Suzui be so dead inside,
You were pretty close
unlike the
just a
men.
moment ago.
I'm sure there's a bit of
Trying
like,
to send an attitude. This thing's gotta be Morgana.
I don't know.
You were still
Rape seems like
doubting me?
too obvious an outlet to put it to, so it's almost like I could
Think
imagine him
about his
playing-
character model in the palace, Dio. Do you really think rape is outside of it?
Yeah,
Or
well,
outside
I
of the
mean,
realm of possibility? The dude's
I'm
wearing
not
a
saying
pink
it's out-
fucking
okay.
Speedo, for fuck's sake.
Okay, it's hopeful thinking at this point. Like, I'm hoping it's just like mental abuse and just like, you know, verbally degrading them, but at the same time, like I know that there's some penetration going on.
Well, I mean, Dio, if he's not above punching people, or punching minors, what makes you think he's above fucking them?
Tell us more.
I mean, fair enough, fair
It's
enough.
probably in this place. Here, stick it in your bag for now. It should be just small enough to fit.
Good lord, just fucking scruff the motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Scruff a full-grown cat.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I would like you to know that Morgana's voice actor is a female, in fact. So, is it a human or is it a cat? And also, is it a boy or is it a girl?
What do you mean?
Okay, boy and girl is irrelevant in anything in anime. That's like the point in life that I am at.
So what you're saying is Morgana's a trap.
Sure, roll with it.
The sexiest trap.
I mean, Astolfo's kind of sexy to be good with, so...
No,
hey.
he's not Astolfo. He's a feline trap. He's literally fucking Felix.
Christ.
So they're talking about what happens if we take the manifestation of desires that Kamoshida has. If we take away his desires, what happens?
His desires would go too? I don't feel like that's gonna make him honest, but...
Will it?
You sure pick up things fast.
Think about it, Dio. The metaverse is basically his mentality. And Morgana's explaining that within that palace of his is the root of all of his desires.
Mm-hmm.
So if we take away the root of his desires, what happens to his desires?
Yeah, but outside of the desire, wouldn't there still be just, like, the habit and personality traits about it, though? Like...
Not necessarily, because all of those started somewhere. This is a part of psychology, essentially. Or what they're doing is they're breaking down a little bit of piece of psychology for you, as to very similar to how kinks are formed at a very early age. Habits as an adult originate from one central focal point. So if we essentially, so if we take away that central focal point, what happens to everything that follows?
Okay.
It's my most valuable secret plan, after all. If you want to help me out, I'll gladly teach you. What's your call?
Our luck's running dry looking for witnesses.
I still want
We have
to
no
know why
choice
there's
but
a
to go
fucking
along.
cat in this story.
Why is there a cat, Dio?
Just...
And is it a cat? I'm gonna keep asking you this every time you bring up that he's a cat.
I mean, it looks like a cat. It's one of those things, like, quacks like a duck, talks like a duck, walks like a duck.
But it's the metaverse. He doesn't look like a cat in the metaverse. What is he?
He does look like a cat in the metaverse.
He has cat ears, but that's it. Other than that, he fucking looks humanoid. So...
Yes, but he's short and fluffy. Like...
And? I'm short and fat! I can be short and fluffy? What's your point?
Oh, lordy.
Make your fucking decision, bitch.
There's no other way.
Good.
Alright.
Oh, right. There's one more thing I should tell you. If we erase a palace, there is no doubt that the person's distorted desires will be erased as well. But desires are what we all need in order to survive. The will
So
to
this
sleep,
is the catch-22 of
fall in
it.
love. Those sorts of things.
So what he's basically saying is that
All of those
with
heroes
us going into the palace and stealing the treasure and the root of Kamoshida's desires, we're essentially erasing his entire ability to desire.
They might die.
So he's gonna kill himself.
Which means, no, which implies that there's a chance that he might die.
Aren't you
Okay.
determined enough to
So it's
face
just a
those kinds of
probability.
risks?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what do you think?
So what do you think?
I mean, yeah.
Would you be willing to kill, or would you be willing to risk killing someone?
Yeah, we'll have to risk it. Like, he's big shit anyways. Like,
For real?
Nobody would really miss him if he was gone, I guess, right?
exactly. Like, the only reason they're gonna miss him is because the volleyball team's probably gonna suck afterwards. Like,
Mm-hmm. And
What's
that
there to
is that is actually a really good thing, really good point that Morgana brings up, is that nobody knows that we have access to the metaverse. So if he does end up dying as a result of our actions, no one will ever know. Keep
So tell
that
me if
point
this-
in mind, because that
So tell me
becomes
if-
relevant.
yeah, tell me if this is, like,
I'll try and see if I can figure
asking
out
a bit too much, like, spoiler-wise, but, like,
get out of here.
where do we go whenever we're in the metaverse?
We go
Like, are
to
we
the
still physically
metaverse.
here? Okay, so our physical body goes into the metaverse.
Mm-hmm. Much like we can die, if we die in the metaverse, we die for real. If we die in the dream, we die for real. The
Okay,
metaverse...
let's just make sure like our consciousness wasn't like some injection into that.
Mm-hmm. No, this is a standard in a lot of Shin Megami Tensei games, but the main focus of the game is essentially that there's another universe that exists parallel to ours that we're able to tap into.
Mm-hmm. Do you know something?
It's nothing so clear-cut, but I've known Takamaki and Suzui since middle school, baby. There's just no way Kamoshida's their type, you know? So, I gotta wonder where those rumors came from. I guess we'll get to it tomorrow. See ya. I wonder what the other students are saying.
I'm such a gossip.
Mm-hmm. So, apparently, according to him, the rumors of him and Takamaki and Kamoshida going out don't line up with Takamaki's personality.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think is going on here, Dio?
Remind me who Takamaki is.
She's the blonde chick that we saw get into the car with Kamoshida. She's the
Okay,
best
I'm
friend
sorry.
of the
I'm
girl
just-
with the lifeless eyes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just keep seeing her references Anne, so that kind of threw me for a loop.
She's known as Anne Takamaki. In
Okay.
Japanese, it's a lot more for people that you don't really know too well, or people that it's very formal to refer to people as their last name rather than their first name.
Yeah. So you're asking what they're like, her and the coach, like what their relationship is?
Mm-hmm.
Or...
If Ryuji's known them since middle school, and he knows that Kamoshida isn't necessarily either of their bread and butter, so to speak. Yet these rumors of Kamoshida going out with Takamaki are prevalent.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't start those rumors. He didn't start those rumors. So where did these rumors come from?
I mean, my first impulse is just to say, like, reality. Because, I mean...
I know they came from reality, Dio. I'm asking who they came from.
Please give it a rest.
Oh, who they came from.
I told you, I'm not feeling up to it. Wait, what?
Or rather, how did they
That's not what you
originate?
promised? And you call yourself a teacher? This has nothing to
Maybe
do
her
with Shiho.
defeated best friend knows? I have no idea.
Well, you've eliminated 2 out of 3, so who's the third?
Shiho's starting position.
Ryuji?
No. There's only 3 people involved in this little love affair. Ryuji isn't one of them. Who's the other one?
Okay, so it's Anne, the gym coach, and who's the
And
third
her
one that
best
you're
friend.
talking about? Yeah, and her best friend.
Her best
Oh.
friend is on the team. She
Okay,
is
so your
involved in
favorite
it.
coach keeps like throwing stuff out like that.
Is he? Also, make your decision.
Not on purpose.
Haven't you heard of privacy?
Well, I mean, he leaked that we
I was
were,
online.
you know, pretty much a convict. So I mean, I wouldn't put it past him to, you know, be a gossip and throw that out there.
So why would he spread the rumor that An is dating him if Shiho is the one that's actually on the volleyball team?
Something about a friend.
Shiho. It's nothing at all. Nothing.
Would it be like a blackmail point?
Who
As
is he
to-
blackmailing and how? You're on the right track.
Well, because, you know, her best friend is on the volleyball team, so he has direct influence over her. So it's like either Anne pays up with whatever he wants, or her best friend pays the price. Am I somewhere?
You're right in the
Close to the-
ballpark.
Okay.
But what is the price that he wants her to pay?
Stop following me. Just leave me alone.
How are you gonna simp for Anne, Dio?
Are you okay?
There you go. She's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, relatively registered as a commodity and a luxury within Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So what is he asking of her? For what? Or what price is he asking for her for what payout for Shiho?
Let's see. Let's go somewhere safe on the dialogue option.
What the heck?
What would he be
I
paying?
really don't get you.
I mean, I assume of like, what my mind's jumping to is like a date on the weekends or something, but I don't know.
Awful vanilla, aren't you?
I'm trying to keep it a little bit vanilla, but goddamn. Let's see. With Kamoshida?
Seems like she's really stressed out. But yeah, you were pretty much on the dot. So, basically what he's doing is he's trying to use Shiho and her position on the volleyball team as leverage to get On to go out with him. But but On keeps refusing. And at that point, but at this point, he's starting to push a lot harder for it.
Yeah.
And he's aiming.
Shiho will pay the price as long as Anne is withholding.
Mm-hmm.
I've been telling myself this is all for Shiho's sake. I can't take it anymore.
Honestly, I think Kamoshida is worth saving.
I've had enough of this.
Why do you say that?
I hate him.
He doesn't deserve to die. He's only beaten a couple of high schoolers, right? He's not a total monster, is he?
I felt that coming, but just the chaos side of you, like...
No, man, you think I'd ever fucking actually side with a rapist? Are you kidding me? Or someone who's manipulatory to this extent?
Yeah, fair enough.
So what do you think, Dio? Do you think he's worth saving?
What am I saying? I've barely even talked to you before.
Did we do a pacifist round? Or did we just say kill them all? Because I assume, wherever it says probability killing somebody, that all of these palaces are going to kill somebody if we, like, absolutely go whole hog with it. Maybe that's why?
You might be right. You're so weird. Usually everyone just ignores me. Are you really a bad person? I've heard people talking about you, but I just don't see it.
I'm bad to the bone.
Sarcastic.
That's supposed to be a joke.
I like it.
Feeling they were all just exaggerations.
But yeah. So my question still stands, Dio. Is he worth saving?
Maybe that's
No.
why it was so easy for me to talk.
Why do you say that?
Just because,
There's
like,
really no way for me to help
basic
Shiho.
morality, like, you know,
Well, I mean,
wronged
like,
X amount of people, like it's the trolley problem.
but at the same time, like they said, or Morgana said in his cutscene, if we take away the root of his desires, there's a very good to fair chance he'll confess to what he's done, and he'll pay for what he's done.
And what's the problem with that?
Well, I mean, the way that you're going, the way that you're saying he doesn't deserve any redemption, means that we're just going to kill him straight away.
Mm-hmm.
Does he deserve death, or does he deserve to pay for what he's done?
I mean, all of the above. Like,
You can't have both, Dio.
oh. Okay. It could happen. So I guess I'm not fully comprehending the stakes here.
I wasn't asking for
So
serious
what they're saying is that there's a very good to fair chance that whenever we take away his desires, one of two things will happen. either number one, since all of his distorted desires were taken away, there's a good to fair chance that he'll realize what he's done is wrong, he'll want to repent, and he'll confess to what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that he'll confess to the police, he'll confess to the principal, he'll confess to anybody he can.
Are you leaving?
But if we straight up kill him, then he'll just die.
Yeah.
There'll be no
So it's
redemption. There'll be no satisfaction from the people he's wronged. Nobody will actually see a justification for what he's done. They'll just know that he's dead.
I mean, call me a utilitarian, but like either way, like we still come out positive.
Yeah, both ways we come out positive, but which way is actually justice? Is justice giving him his just desserts for what he's done, or is justice just executing him for what he's done?
A hard-hitting episode.
You thought this game was gonna be sunshines and fucking rainbows, boy!
The trains were delayed. I don't know.
Don't give me those lies. By the way, you haven't been.
So that's actually a pretty fun dialogue, because the trains in Japan are notorious for being exactly on time.
I had a feeling about that once I said that.
And if the trains are late, the conductor actually, if I remember correctly, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but the conductors will actually give a pass to the passengers, showing or basically saying, yes, the trains ran late. This is why. Oh. And they can redeem it whenever they get into work or whatever. Damn. Because they're just that exact.
Mm-hmm. That's impressive. I actually made a friend.
You're not escaping my questions.
I know. I'm just,
you're trying to stave it off. I see what you're saying.
You don't want them ruining your
gives me time to think.
Ooh, look at the time. Seriously, think about how I feel having to.
I'll give you a hint, Dio. You're standing on the precipice of two separate realities.
I'm leaving.
In both realities, justice is whatever you make it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally get it's ambiguous as to what I say, but it's just like, what do I actually believe in that I'm trying to articulate?
Mm-hmm. So, what do you think about what Morgana told us? I don't know if I get all that stuff about stealing desires. And Kamoshida's gonna turn, like, brain dead if we mess up, right? I mean, sure, I'm pissed at him. But I don't know if I really want to kill the guy. Here's your decision, Dio. I gave you plenty of time.
He deserves it.
I feel you, but I don't really want to turn into a murderer because of this shit. Oh well. I'll try and see if I can come up with some other way tonight, baby.
I don't know. There's a part of me that just wants to go full execution, because it's like, yes, there is recovery, there is rehab, there's, all these various things that can help an individual, but at the same time, like, I don't know, call me a purist, but...
Well, let me put it in another light for you. Or let me ask you a separate question then. Should he get off scot-free, or should he be punished?
Well, if justice is to be executed, then he should surely be punished.
So he shouldn't be executed. Because if he gets executed, then he gets away scot-free without paying for what he's done.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's still justice that is executed, because he can't inflict, this
But
pain
what about
on
the
others.
families? The families of the children that were involved. They don't get any recompense for it, or any compensation. Yeah. All they know is that he's dead.
But
as far as we're concerned, in this plane of existence, him dying means that he gets away.
So it's the question of, is death enough of a release for what he's done?
Mm-hmm. Is death enough of a punishment?
Mm-hmm.
It's not should he deserve to die, it's should punishment, or should that be the only punishment he gets.
I still say yes, because death is still a quick and easy, like, remedy for those that are inflicted by his evil doings.
Checks and balances, which ensures no one branch becomes unstoppable.
Well, yeah, but is that enough?
How much thinking you do, there's only one option.
I say it's good enough. At least on my moral spectrum.
You're a lot more lenient than I am.
Why are you in there?
Get out of there, man.
Did I just hear a cat just now?
Meow! Oh, hey, Kuro, how you doing?
That rumored cat be somewhere nearby. Settle down. We're in the middle.
You got something to say to the audience? You're usually pretty quiet anyways. It's no use. I can't think of any other way.
Are you cutting class?
I can't deal with that shit right now. I mean, what are we gonna do about Kamoshida, baby? Do we just gotta go along with what the cat says? Ugh, that damn furball.
If you only knew I'm reading this too.
Hey, what's that?
Enough. This is a classroom.
Wait, she's going to jump.
Suzui?
Here it comes.
Shiho?
The grand finale of this storyline.
I feel like I know what's going
Do
on.
not step foot outside of this room.
Be a Life is Strange moment.
Will it be a Life is Strange moment? In Life is
That's-
Strange, you had the ability to save the character.
Well, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I'm surprised you know that much.
I mean, we did a stream of it, dumbass.
Oh, yeah. And long, long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I failed. Just like here.
Mm-hmm. Even with your psychologist co-host.
It's funny, because every other playthrough I've done of Life is Strange, I can save her, but it's just that one that I fucked up.
Yep. The one where you're being recorded.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
There's no way we're gonna get past all these. Come on, let's try going through the practice.
Chatter, chatter, chatter.
Over to the practice building, huh? Which means we have to go up and around.
Hey,
No? Huh. Interesting.
It's a trade navigation.
Or maybe
scene
we
all
have to
over.
go up into... Yeah, we have to go up this way. But yeah. So this is the final end-all be-all. How do you think Kamoshida will react to this?
hey, I've got to get past here.
I mean, he's lost his leverage, so I imagine he's going to take it out on Anne. But
Well, no, I mean, what do you think he's going to do about Shiho herself?
I mean, I assume she dies from this, so I can't imagine there's much to do unless he's.
It was only 30
necrophiliac.
feet. Do people die at 30 feet at a 30-foot jump?
You can fall the right way. People can break their neck going down the stairs, like.
There's no. Come on.
So how do you think... My question still stands. How do you think Kamoshida will react to this?
Hey, what the? Let me through.
If she survives, heavier repercussions on Shiho. But if she dies, then Anne's gonna pay for it.
Class is still in session.
Are you sure?
That's my
hell's
initial
wrong with these
hypothesis.
We need someone to go with her. Are there any teachers around?
I'm not in charge of her class, though.
But at the same time, if she's disabled, I mean, she's that much more available. I don't know. As dark as this game is going.
Well, we see now that An is also non-present from the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's going with Shiho, who's survived the fall.
Can't take this.
So both of them are out.
Shiho? Huh? Kamoshida? No! Shiho!
Volleyball team.
Return to your classrooms at once!
That guy. Hey, wasn't Mishima acting weird?
Did you notice anything from his portrait? Or from Mishima's portrait?
Nothing in particular. He knows something.
His eyes were
We're
dead.
gonna make him talk this time.
Oh.
Teachers, return to your classrooms for the time being. Please do not let any students go home yet.
That hurts. Why'd you run like that, huh? I didn't run. She jumped and tried to kill herself.
Like hell you
Leave me
didn't.
alone.
Mm-hmm. So now we're reaching a boiling point. Something's gonna happen.
Just tell us.
He's right. We ain't trying to get you busted. We won't say you talked either.
Add a little bit of pressure to it.
Suzui. She was called out by Mr. Kamoshida. Wait, what? I was called by him a number of times too. To the teacher's room.
So you remember how he was a part of, or he was the guy that was responsible for a lot of Kamoshida's special training?
Hit them.
Yeah.
This is what happens during it.
And was for real. Yesterday, he called Suzui out of the blue. She didn't make any mistakes or anything. Mr. Kamoshida seemed really irritated that day.
Who was Suzui?
Must have been
Shiho,
worse than usual.
the girl
Oh,
who just
okay.
jumped off the building.
He didn't.
I'm sorry, I need to pay attention to more last names, but
It's all good. They don't really point them out anyways.
yeah.
I bet Sakamoto's going to find
So you
Mr.
remember what was
Kamoshida.
happening that day
Mr. Kamoshida's
as well?
probably in the PE fan
What happened
office on
yesterday?
the second floor.
Happened yesterday. I mean, yesterday was him getting spiked in the face, right?
He went into the PE
And what
fan
happened
office.
after school?
Let's hurry. We have to go after him.
Oh, Anne and her talking on the bench
And no, after school.
after school.
We literally just went through it, Dio. Come on.
I must just be that intoxicated at this point.
So An got a call from Mr. Kamoshida asking to come over to his place.
Oh, okay.
And she
okay.
refused. So after that happened, he called Shiho over. What do you think he did? Do what?
I misread that cutscene because I thought, she had made the excuse that was her part-time job calling, probably.
Well, she did say
And
it was
that's
her
what I
part-time
assumed.
job.
Well, yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is I, brought up the wrong conclusion to that. But anyways,
Yeah, she didn't go over. What do you think Kamoshida did to Shiho?
I assume some sort of punishment for Anne not coming over?
I'll put it this way. Her character model didn't have any more injuries.
You bastard!
Yeah.
What did you do to that girl?
And check out this scene.
Don't!
He plays it off like he doesn't know who she is.
That is enough.
And he has no involvement in it.
You did. Wasn't coaching.
What did you say?
You ordered me to call Suzui here. I can only imagine what you did to her.
You're going on and on about things you have no proof of. Basically, you're simply making these claims because you can't be a regular on the team, right?
That's not what this is about.
Even if it is exactly as you imagine it to be, hypothetically speaking, What can you do? We just received a call from the hospital. Suzui's in a coma, and her chances of recovery are slim.
Oof.
How would someone like that make a statement?
And here we see him leveraging exactly what he's been doing. The entirety of what he does to these students is brought to light here.
That can't be. God damn.
This again? Does this mean we need to have yet another case of self-defense?
And now, and that right there
Son of a bitch.
highlights exactly what happened between him and Ryuji.
Why are you stopping me?
Don't let him get to you.
But still.
Oh, you're stopping him? What a surprise. There's no need to hold back. Why not attack me? Oh, you can. But of course you can. Everyone present right now will be expelled. I'm reporting all of you at the next board meeting.
What? You can't make a decision like that.
Okay, I should have just let him sock you, but oh well.
Zero remorse and zero accountability for what he's done. Meaning that he actually doesn't care about Shiho or An. As far as he sees them, they're just another piece for or another pawn in his kingdom.
His criminal records, didn't you? It's all over the internet, correct? How terrible.
And now we're seeing that Kamoshida was able to actually leak the records of our main character because he told Mishima to do it.
Now, are we finished here? You're all expelled.
So as a true villain, he does nothing by himself.
Now get out of my sight.
He exploits the fact that he rules the kingdom out of fear.
He'll eat his words.
Huh? Oh, right. We have that.
Huh? Have you lost your minds? You worthless kids aren't making any sense. But sure, go ahead and try. After all, you'll have plenty of time to kill until expulsion.
Yep.
So we got wrapped in the wrong side of town.
Well, it's not necessarily that we got wrapped into it, it's just that this is exactly how it would have gone.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, because Shiho and An already have ties with Ryuji. If this would have happened, the only difference would be that Ryuji would be facing this alone, rather than just rather than with the two of us.
Yeah, but at the same time, we're still convicts, so it's like...
And you?
Are we convicts, though? Are we true convicts, or are we wrongly accused?
In the eyes of the law. Alone.
Is that justice?
No. Let's see. I agree.
So, now that you said that our conviction isn't justice, let me pose another scenario to you.
When did I ever say that?
The fact that we're in this situation that we are in right now is all what's considered Igor's rehabilitation. That one action is what led us into this rehabilitation. So would what Igor told us, or would this really be considered rehabilitation?
You're going to deal with Kamoshida.
But what are we being rehabilitated from? That's what I still don't comprehend.
The action that got us, turned into a criminal.
Playing hero?
Is it playing hero, or did we assault that man?
See, this is where I have, like, the breakdown of law and justice.
That was harsh.
Because of the fact, like, in my personal experience, like, I see what he did as justice, but in the eyes of the law, yes, it's wrong because, you know, the situation was twisted in such a way.
But is that actually what the law would say?
Well, of course not, because, you know, he went up to a man and there was no, apparently no testimony otherwise. Only thing that was testified against him is the fact that he went up to a man and beat the shit out of him. Like,
But did he beat the shit out of him? I'm having you question everything about this game.
oh yeah, I know, and I don't remember the cutscene that well. Like, I remember him kind of like pushing him off and everything, but at the same time, like, I'm sure on his end of the deal, it was described as, you know, oh, he beat the shit out of me because I was, you know, trying to hook up with this lady. I see.
So would that be grounds of being expelled from a school and being labeled as a felon?
I mean, the gym teacher has the power to do that. Like, we're
Well, no, it's not the
quite
gym
clearly
teacher that got him
careless.
convicted. It was some dude.
Okay, ask that question one more time. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the reason why we're in this entire situation to begin with is because in our hometown, away from here, before any of this happened, we were walking home late one night and we saw a guy assaulting a woman. And we stepped in to intervene. Is that justice?
Yes,
So then why did we get punished?
because the law itself is swayed by the words of one man. And
So
the fact
then
that he
what
was
would our rehabilitation imply?
My first impulse is just to stick to our own business, but I don't.
Our rehabilitation comes from Igor, who only came to us after we had already become a felon, and had already, quote-unquote, committed a crime.
So by Igor's point of view, like, we didn't do anything just. Is that right to say?
Is it? I'm not giving you any
mean,
hints here. I'm letting you draw your own conclusions.
I mean, it kind of feels that way since he wants to rehabilitate us from something, but
That's kind of creepy.
he
but,
could also be showing us the
seems
point of view
useful
that... I'm sorry, I didn't give you a dialogue option. I'm just
It's all good. Don't worry about it.
contemplating
We're in a
Um,
conversation. I'll allow it.
They really are going to do something. They're doing something on their phone?
things. It's like there's the rehabilitation
School?
of... There's two ways Igor could try to put this. He could either be trying to show us that, like, to stick to our own business, keep our nose in our own business, like, stay out of this stuff, and that's justice, let the world take their, 2 cents out of the deal. But at the same time, I want to say that he's
Sakamoto? And are you...
reinforcing that what we did is right, even though
No.
the laws of man, shall we say,
Hey, where are we?
condemned him to the position that he's in.
I'll let you think on that question, Dio, because that question right there and that scenario that I've painted for you is the entire basis of this game.
Stands to reason
Okay.
it'll pull anyone nearby.
For real?
And the conclusion you come up with, I can go ahead and tell you right now, is going to be
You
wrong.
gotta leave.
No.
The
And that's-
conclusion I'm
Find
painting?
us if you make a
Whatever conclusion you come up with. Purely and simply because you don't have all of the pieces of the puzzle yet. Because there's one major twist that you haven't seen.
Explain what's going
Okay.
But I want you to think on that.
So I need to be patient before I actually sink in on what
How
justice
are we
is.
supposed to do that?
Okay.
Just take her back to where we
And
came
exactly what it
That's how it
means
worked
to
last
be
time,
a
right?
trickster.
Oh yeah. Can you lend me a hand?
So see, Anne's already sucked into this. Got it.
So this actually does show a very important part of the plot, where it's anybody who's around us who is aware of us could accidentally be brought into the metaverse.
Okay.
You guys seriously?
We better be careful from now on when we use that app.
You should have checked the tools you used. Why do I, the one who was just watching, know more about it than you two?
Shut up. Jeez. Takamaki found out right when we were starting off. We gotta deal with this fast.
I mean, seems like you've been stuck here
That girl's
long,
name is
kitty
An
cat.
Takamaki, right? Lady An.
So, here's another fun question. Which version of Morgana is the
You better
real
brace
Morgana?
yourselves. Got it? We're counting on you, Joker.
Joker? That a nickname?
I want to say the one outside of the
Don't refer to it
metaverse.
in such a lame way.
Is it?
It's a code
But
name.
she did claim that,
What
you
kind of
know,
stupid phantom
or
thief
she or
uses
he
their
or
real
whatever
name?
the fuck
And there's
It.
no telling what
They,
kind of effect
yeah.
our real names will have
They
on the palace. It's just a
claim
precaution,
that, you know, they were
So,
somehow
why is he
distorted by the
Joker?
metaverse.
because he's our trump card when it comes to fighting strength.
So, how
Is
are
there
we a
any
trump card
payoff
deal?
to these questions, or are we just gonna keep questioning this?
I'm
the
going to
entire
keep
game?
asking you because it seems to keep you talking, and as long as you're talking, that means I don't have to talk as much.
I mean, fair enough, but like,
Just
I kind
go.
of want some payoff after
You're a
this.
Joker.
That's
It ain't
embarrassing.
too bad,
Yeah.
Next step is you, Luigi. You'll be. Let's see.
But yeah, I mean, there is going to be payoff for all of this. Trust me. I'm not asking you questions that have, you know, no answer. Everything I am asking you will be eventually answered either in the game or by me myself.
Okay.
But I'm asking you now to see exactly what you think.
Oh, that sounds awesome!
I want to say they are the
What do we do about this?
the IRL version is the real version.
The cat version is his true form.
That's my hypothesis at this point.
So how did a cat get into the metaverse? And also, how did a cat gain sentience enough to talk with people?
Fuck if I know. Anything's good.
Because as far as we've seen, it hasn't really affected animals to the same extent Morgana has.
Yeah. But at the same time, if like all this is about willpower,
You
like
need to be absolutely thorough about using those code names from now
So are
on.
you saying that a cat got abused enough to the point where it actually gained a persona? Not only the ability to traverse through the metaverse, but also a persona?
I mean, I'd see it.
Alright. So yeah, that's basically just telling us if we hold R2 we can dash. Oh yeah, and I didn't show you this earlier, but I actually have a new costume.
Oh, nice.
This
And by the
is, if
way,
I remember correctly,
cut out for a second, my controller died. So
it's all good. If I remember correctly, this is the Persona 3 outfit.
So going retro, huh?
Yeah, but I don't feel like doing that, so I'm gonna play some Catherine for a bit. Yeah, there we go.
I'll just add this.
Are these made by the same people?
Yep, Atlus Games.
Damn, son. Okay. That was just a lucky guess, but okay.
So yeah, these are. Believe it or not, we're still not out of the tutorial.
I can somewhat believe it. I mean, all we got is Ryuji at this point to help us out. Like,
Well, we've also got Morgana
if-
or Mona.
where the fuck do you get Mona from?
It's his code name.
Those intruders the other day
Oh,
were
okay.
Mona and Skull are the code names in this in the palaces.
Okay.
Can you guess why Ryuji got the name Skull?
Is it because he has a skull, or maybe he doesn't?
Well, I mean, look at his face.
Can't we just beat the crap out of him and call it a day?
Look at all those soldiers, idiot. It'd be suicide. And I'm sure
I would've
you'll
called
have
him
beat
Tooth.
the last time. Besides, don't you want him to confess his sins?
Call him Molar.
There's no point beating him up.
Molar.
Steal
That's even
his
better.
material
Tim
as
Molar.
prisoners.
I am Tim Molar. Look at me. I am a phantom thief.
Further in while he's
Tim the Two-Man Molar.
And I think this this fucking scene is twice as great given the fact that they're in costume and I'm just sitting here in this getup.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's a few more mechanics we have yet to actually get through. What do you want to do? Should we kick his ass? Hold on. Hold on. This might be a good opportunity to teach something.
It's the tutorial.
Mm-hmm. Hey, let's go ahead and go.
Remember how I taught you hold-ups and all-out attacks? I'll teach you their practical use now. There's another use for hold-ups, besides shadows are beings born from people's hearts. In other words, you can communicate with them. If you talk to them when they're cornered, they might offer money or items since they don't want to die. In fact, talking has a better chance of scoring.
So this is the core mechanic of the game, which is the hold-up system. And he's basically telling us that whenever we perform a hold-up, there's a good chance, or we can do multiple different things. What are you trying to do with me?
Well, something along those lines. Now let it be my
I'm making these decisions myself just to speed everything up.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
Wait, what?
This isn't what I was planning.
If that's the case, I guess it's time for you to go to hell. For real? Sorry, but we're...
Oh, so you can also just start to kill them, huh?
That's the all-out attack that we've already noticed. We can also take items from them, but there's a third thing that we haven't seen yet.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Dio?
Fine. Cat's
different
screaming in the background.
I feel something different. Something's happening.
What the? What's going on?
Oh yeah, I remember now. I don't belong just to King Kamoshida. I'm an existence that drifts about in the sea of humanity's souls. My real name is Pixie. I'm Pixie. From now on, I'll live on inside your heart. And here is the third main mechanic of the game.
So she's a power-up?
Nope.
What was that just now? What happened?
This is so this is basically going to be explaining the key mechanic of what makes our character different from all of our different confidants. Is that each confidant has their own list of abilities and things that they can do that are set from the beginning of the game. We don't have that. We are able to take the abilities of any enemy that we encounter. What the hell was that about? The enemy just got sucked up inside a Joker's mask. I have no idea. I wasn't expecting that either. Intruders! Halt! Oh crap, they noticed us, babe. But yeah. Every enemy that we fight, we have the ability to claim their abilities. I have a new possibility within me stemming from the previous battle. Dove's potential allows him to hold multiple personas. As such, you can freely change which persona you have summoned.
Well then.
When you change personas, your stats, attributes, affinities, and available skills will change to match the persona you select. While in the persona menu, press L1 and R1 to change personas. Outside of battle, press triangle to select the persona to change to. You may normally change personas whenever you like, but during battle you can only change personas once per turn.
Let's go.
So yeah. We have a multitude of different abilities that we can use now.
Is that the shadow from earlier?
Interesting.
Don't tell me. Did you take in the shadow's appearance and powers as a persona?
And I assume that's to cater to weaknesses, or
Yes. All of the persona's attributes we gain. So the persona that we captured has a weakness to gunfire, which means now we have a weakness to gunfire. And this is the main prompt. Basically, whenever we get or whenever we have the chance to capture a new persona, we have to go through a couple of dialogues. And if we choose the right ones, depending on which one we choose, they will feel a certain way. Much longer than you have, Sonny. I know, be kind to your elders. Has no one ever taught you that?
So you gotta talk them into being your persona.
You have to resonate with them.
Hence the trickster archetype.
Go down.
Makes sense.
Persona. There.
Oh, so you just straight up mark that one.
If you can't, if negotiations go south, then the battle resumes. So
I get you.
it's a very risky play, but if you want those personas, you have to do it.
He sealed the enemy's appearance and powers into his mask and made it his new persona.
So that is our ability as a trickster. And of all, I want to go ahead and point this out now, that as out of all of our confidants, we are the only trickster amongst them.
Okay.
Which means we're the only ones who are able to freely change personas.
Well, while you're locked in dialogue, I'm going to take a very quick restroom break.
Alright.
Of course it is. Only one heart exists per person, so normally a person can only have one persona. Incredible. That ability will give us a huge advantage in battle.
Oh, were they out of water? Yeah. Oh shit, I didn't even notice that. It was full whenever I checked it. It must have ran out while I was here.
Alright. Try to do that even more if the opportunity arises. You bet.
Yeah, they started drinking like that ever since they got off of wet food. Cállate tu boca, gatita! You're interrupting the stream. It's not that you're thirsty, it's that you're interrupting me. No, it wasn't here. It was through there, then.
Yeah.
Joker! A treasure chest! Let's open it!
Being this early in the game and not being able to do everything I used to be able to do makes it difficult. Alright. What were you guys weak to?
Persona.
Ice.
Wind and ice. I have nothing for that, so you get the gun.
Joker took one out! Alright! Zoro, show your might! It's almost scary how good I am. Give it up! You liar! Evil!
There we go. Bam. Got it.
You've got a new mask, Joker!
Power courses through me. All right.
One enemy!
Persona.
Let's do it!
Ravage them.
We're all knocked down! That was incredible, Joker!
Well, this makes this place ridiculously easy.
All right.
And since I did that, then that guy despawned, so we're good.
Oh!
All right.
This is that place from earlier. What's up with this app? Just said the word Sakamoto said, and I ended up...
Princess?
Huh?
So, she has the app too now?
Yep. So you missed a little bit of dialogue, but not... Or you missed a little bit of gameplay, but not much. I got a couple personas, and we got to this area, and that's about it.
It's all because you guys provoked Kamoshida, you know. Still, he seems to be awfully on guard.
Anyways, how are we supposed to steal that treasure thing?
Don't be so hasty. First, we'll need to secure an infiltration route.
So now we're basically being run through how we do the we're going to be doing each palace, which is going to be the staple for each level we go through.
One more person would be nice.
And that is, we infiltrate the palace, then we secure a route to the treasure. And the third action would be to what?
Let's see. I believe in Mona.
At least you're a step above that moron.
Don't call me a moron.
I mean, I assume it would be the either kill him or leave him as a husk decision.
Well, I mean, once we get to the once we secure a route to the treasure, we're just gonna kill the leader.
It doesn't matter now. We must take it back to King Kamoshida.
Is that where your thought process is? Yeah, nah, fuck this this stack of gold. I'ma kill that king. Fuck it.
And yet another question goes unanswered. Stuff like the castle and that navigation app are mysterious, but Morgana's got them both beat.
So are you noticing something going on here, Dio?
Let's see.
Specifically between Skull and Mona?
Remember code names.
Oh crap! Sorry. What was I again? Oh yeah, Skull.
Nothing that's immediately apparent to me.
Well, I mean, how do they interact with each other?
Your friend, Lady On. She's been taken by shadows.
I mean, they're less...
Wait, what? We sent her home earlier.
Less confrontational than the protagonist and them?
Oh no.
Less confrontational?
Just like mine.
Well, how do they interact with each other?
Damn it! We let her out for her own safety, and she just came back in by herself. Damn it!
I guess I don't get what you're asking.
So, at this point in time, Ryuji and Mona seem to be somewhat at ends with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Mona likes to take stabs at Ryuji, and Ryuji falls for the bait and in turn pisses off Mona.
Mm-hmm.
Joker.
So it's just a cycle of them going at each other. So pretty much the opposite of what I said, actually.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much the exact opposite. So we haven't been to this place before. This place was closed last time we were here. What do you think's going to be in here?
She totally doesn't get what's
boss
going
fight.
on.
Is it a boss fight? What do you think we're going to find in here?
I don't know, my first impulse is a hell of a lot of guards, but... Oh, you're actually going in. Okay.
Well, I'll give you a hint. It involves Kamoshida and the girl that he was using as the girl that he was trying to leverage. What do you think we're going to find in this room?
Oh, just like the ending of the last palace, Kamoshida and Anne.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Actually, no. I probably want to heal.
Okay, but is this going to be Kamoshida's, representation of Anne, or is it going to be the actual Anne that we sucked in here?
Who knows? We know that On is already in the palace. The On from the regular world is already in here. And we know that she's been taken somewhere, but we don't know where.
But is this going to be something that we have to prescribe on our own?
Is it?
What's this about? Seriously, I'm gonna call the cops.
Yeah, I feel like so, because I feel like that's the real Anne.
So there's a good amount of interesting imagery that goes on here. Especially from the character models all the way down to the way that the room looks.
I can't believe you mistook my aunt.
Can you pick up on them?
Are you afraid?
So I'm looking at room setting and like how she's bound up.
Well, I mean all the characters in general. Not necessarily the knights, but mainly On, and Kamoshida.
The world of my desires.
Well, I mean, there's the On that's bound up in, like,
What a lively
I don't know, almost the blackmail of Shiho. There's the On that just gives in, that's right next to him. And then there's just Kamoshida being Kamoshida.
But which one is the real On?
What do you think of that?
I'd assume.
Talking back is like totally.
I mean, do we know On that well enough to,
Off
like,
of your own assessment, which one is the real On? Is it the one in the bikini or the one that's fully dressed?
Should I play?
I mean, I assume the one that's fully dressed, because I don't imagine she's doing this willingly.
Okay,
But at the
so
same
what does
time-
that say about the fake On and Kamoshida's envisionment of what On is?
Well, because that's Kamoshida's, like...
Well, I'm not saying
Hopes
that
and
that's what that he's that's not, or I'm not saying that's his interpretation. We already established that. But what does that mean that he interprets her as?
I mean, he just sees her as a sex idol for the most part, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the fact that the real On is bound into that area with the semi-romantic or the quote-unquote romantic candles and the BDSM gear means that his views on how he views them isn't necessarily just sexual, but it's also a semi overpowering as well as a romantic interest.
So he wants to kill off the resistant part of her.
Mm-hmm.
Take one more step and I'll kill her on the spot.
Which is very
Just sit back.
I can't remember the fucking word because I'm too fucking drunk. Anyways, it's a very real painting of exactly what happened in the real world of him trying to take away her freedom and make her into his personal sex object.
Mm-hmm.
You see the beauty in this game yet?
Well, okay. I think I know the words you're searching for, but it's like the personification of her.
Ha ha! Because it's Persona, get it?
Yeah.
Well, should she give in? How are you going to simp for Anne, Dio?
You're just going to listen?
That's right, goad her into rebellion.
No.
I mean, she's got to do it on her own. Like, we're just kind of chilling in the corner here. Like,
I mean, we could take on these 3 fucking knights easy.
yeah, but
kidding
at
me?
the same time, like,
What was I
one wrong move and she's shanked.
Is she, though?
Slaves should just
That
behave and
is my assumption.
Shut up. I've had enough of this.
Damn, son.
Me off, you son of a bitch!
So now what do you think is going to happen?
We're going to kick some ass? I don't know. Oh. Okay. It's her
Yep.
awakening time.
Yep. This is the only palace where we get 2 personas awakened at the same time. Or essentially at the same time.
Well, yeah.
And that is purely because, or that is partially plot and also partially because they needed 4 people in the game. Or they needed 4 people in the first party.
Kamoshida's just enough of a asshat.
Yeah, Kamoshida is the true villain of this game. He's so evil he caused 2 people to awaken to their persona. Also, check out this persona! Isn't it great?
Damn, son.
You know what? I'm not some cheap girl you can toy with, you scumbag.
bitch.
I like that that's his only rebuttal.
Now it's your turn.
Bitch.
Bitch.
You have everything
Going fucking Breaking Bad on this, man. Bitch! Jesse, go to bed. No, bitch! Ah, Belphegor.
No one's gonna stop me now.
The fact that I know that Persona is because he's been in every Persona after, I don't know if he's in 1. I know he was in 2. But in 2, he was purely known... I think he was purely known as Toilet Demon. Can you guess why?
Well, I mean, what the fuck else is he sitting on? Like, Christ almighty.
He's sitting on the porcelain throne!
Out of all the hard-hitting questions tonight, that was, like, money in the bag.
Yep. And he attacks exactly like you think he would attack.
Just, tab over to something else for a second.
Oh yeah, and I got new personas while you were gone.
Yeah. Ooh, you got the ookie spooky skeleton, so.
Yep, he's known as Jack-o'-lantern.
I love that caption. The cat attacked, just so you know he didn't do nothing.
Mm-hmm. Just so you know, he didn't fucking kill himself.
One more, huh?
Mm-hmm. Whenever you knock down an enemy, you have the potential to do one more. Which means you get an extra action after you knock them down. It's limited to 1 enemy per turn. So once you knock them down, you can't, knock them down again. You have to knock down another character.
I love how simple, like, the mechanics are, but at the same time, like, somewhat poetic.
Oh, they get more complex as the game goes on. Trust me.
Yeah, okay.
There's Patra. Morgana's next ability.
I guess I should have assumed this since there's like 8 different weakness categories.
Mm-hmm. But there was going to be different elements.
Mm-hmm.
So fun quiz time. We know that Augie is fire. What is ice?
Who the fuck is Augie?
Augie is the name of the fire spell.
Oh, okay.
So what is the name of the ice spell?
Fuck if I know.
The correct answer is Bufu. Wind is Wind is Garu, I believe. Yeah, Garu.
Is this like Japanese or like?
Nope. They never give any actual reason as to why they're named this, but they are. You look great. Let's see. Lightning is Zio. What else is there? Dark, I believe, is called Aha.
Let's retreat for now.
Which just makes me think of that fucking song. Hey ya, hey ya. But yeah. So
the funny thing about you bringing up that song is you didn't know who the Baja Men were, but that's a Baja Men song.
Yeah, bullshit, motherfucker! You're the one who didn't know who the Baja Men were. I remember that story.
The other fucking day.
No, you didn't. That was an old conversation from about a year ago.
Apparently, I don't remember this conversation.
Where you didn't know who the Baja Men were. Oh, how the tables have turned, bitch.
We both have exclusive knowledge on the Baja Men somehow, some way.
I know, right?
The trendy thing is to do K-pop stars. For us, it's the Baja Men.
They're both actually.
The Baja Men are gonna come back, man, I promise.
Here you go.
What about me?
Huh? But you're a cat.
Have you calmed down, Lady On?
We still get the cat a treat.
Nah, fuck the cat. Literally.
I was about to say there's fuck the cat, and then there's fuck the cat.
I mean, technically he thinks of himself as human, and in the metaverse they look like human.
Oh, Lordy.
They look human enough to fuck.
Don't break me down this furry hole again.
You brought yourself down into that furry hole, bitch. It's only a matter of time before the rest of the world knows exactly how much of a fucking furry you are.
Yeah, I'm a furry and Crimson's a necrophiliac. Like, you just... entrapment. That's all I gotta say about
No,
this
it's
shit.
not entrapment. You fucking dug that hole yourself.
Okay, the only hole I dug was the whole asking for it thing. Like,
no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I got a whole Discord history of that, man.
Fair enough.
And if we can get this video to 10,000 likes, I will leak that on our channel.
I'll never forgive him.
You know, the sad thing is, I know you'll do that. You'll sit down for an evening and be like, okay, where was this conversation in the past? Like,
oh, I got it snapshotted, and I am more than willing to burn your soul for views.
Christ almighty. It'll be dangerous.
I believe she should join.
Oh, so you're saying we shouldn't get a woman involved in violence, Dio? Wow, how fucking sexist can you be?
Even if you said no, I'd just go in alone.
The term you're looking for is old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned is sexist, dumbass.
I was kind of above the joke.
Well, I'm going to make Kamoshida atone for what he did. Not just for
Just old-fashioned sounds better.
It may sound better, but it's like polishing a turd. It's still a turd, bitch. So yeah, we got our fourth member. I sense a strong fighting resolve from On. Oh yeah, remember that this is all still... We're still in that fucking interrogation booth retelling our story to Miss Nijima.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that up until this point.
A group like yours must have relied on subtlety and
Okay, we have an intense fucking ass, like, memory going on here.
Being able to retell everything we've done.
Like, I'm sorry, but it's just that common situation of, like, I don't remember what I had for breakfast 2 days ago. Like, this motherfucker can retell every detail of this, like, situation, and what brought him to be the Joker.
Yep.
I mean, I guess trauma, like, cements it in the brain, but still.
Does it, though? Does trauma cement in the brain?
What I'm told. Either that or it's blocked like a motherfucker.
That's why I can't remember most of my childhood.
Damn, son.
So, On is the lover's confidant. Moving right along here.
For that?
Hey, give me your number and chat ID. And,
Give me a number, baby.
I'll be counting on you then.
I'll give you my number, baby. Now get in my car. Let me see your teeth.
Now everybody's in those annoying chat rooms where one people text and then, you know.
Well, I mean, believe it or not, Line is actually pretty popular in Japan.
Oh yeah, so I hear, Kind of makes me sad because Facebook took it over, but that's a whole other story.
I don't do chat rooms, I do Discord, and that's about it.
Yeah, same here.
Our best option would
Closest thing I get to a chat room is Omegle.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, here comes the next main mechanic of Persona 5 specifically, which is hideouts.
I can't contact you from inside a palace, so I'll stay.
So it'll change from palace to palace, but where we all meet up to do our nefarious misdeeds is our hideout. So whenever we want to meet up with people and do nefarious deeds, we meet up at the hideout.
Okay.
Okay, let's go look at my new residence for this world.
Shujin Academy rooftop will be your hideout from now on.
I don't think it's synced up for stream, but I love how it's synced up for me that like one of your cats meowed at the same time. He was like, meow.
Cheers while we're open for business.
Oh, hey, who's this chick? I mean, she looks pretty cute, doesn't she?
I mean,
Yes?
I'm into short hair.
Lay off the customers.
I know, right?
Punk rock woman, what the fuck?
I don't mind.
Doctor? Even better. She's a smart punk woman.
She's rich.
Mhm.
Thanks. I'll see you
Okay.
later.
Come back again.
Random. Oh, okay.
Just a random woman in a cutscene.
That's it for today.
She won't have any relevance, trust me.
Oh, that customer just now.
Somehow I
She's the
don't
head
believe
doctor
your
over
stupid
that clinic
ass.
down the street. Rumor has it she gives pretty crappy examinations.
I love that fucking phrase, man.
On top of that, at least that's what I've heard.
Rumor has it.
Been there myself.
Because just a short little, or just a small little Easter egg. In Persona 2, the main mechanic that circulated a lot of what you did in the real world was based off of rumors, and there was actually a rumor monger you could pay to have people or to spread rumors and make rumors a reality.
Mm-hmm.
Is this some kind
Oh,
of
we have a cat now.
house?
So the phrase "rumor has it"
Hey, are you
was said a lot in Persona 2.
wondering why I heard meowing? What
Because,
did you bring
like,
here for?
the king of rumor quite literally had it, right?
No, because rumors literally changed reality. Like, in Persona 2, there was literally a point in time whenever you could say, rumor has it, there's a demon that looks like a toilet that roams the the fucking garden area, or no, that roams the school and haunts people, and then you could go into the school and fight a fucking toilet demon.
Already. It doesn't have a home.
So yeah, rumors had a very heavy effect in Persona 2, and I think a lot of what they say in this game does reflect on the way Innocent Sin was. Maybe not necessarily in the fact that rumors do shift reality, but in the fact that a lot of the things you find out are purely through rumors.
Was that the ruler of this place? He seemed pretty understanding for someone who keeps you cramped up in this dump. Then again,
Ruler of
I
this
suppose to
place.
normal people just sound like a meowing
One way of
cat.
putting it.
And here we get a very important piece of information.
Had to keep calling out that
We are, aside from people who can enter mementos, can hear Mona talk normally,
you
but everybody else hears it as just a regular cat.
I was hoping I
Huh.
get to name it.
Is he a cat, Dio?
Looks like the chief likes me better than you.
Is he a cat?
This place is heaven compared to Kamoshida's cells. Remember how you guys asked me before about
Still
what I
voting with
am?
yes.
To be
I'm
honest,
sticking to my guns here. This is a fucking
Sticking
cat.
to your guns on Mona being a cat, huh?
This is a fucking cat, and I refuse to believe otherwise. Like, this is just a cat that had so much rage that it got into fucking.
That got into
Gym
mementos.
Yeah, exactly. Just reached that point of hate. Let's see. Is that form a cat?
I already told you, I'm an honest-to-God human.
Is it human, though?
Just a cat.
Or is it a cat? It seems to think that it's human.
There's no doubt
Yeah,
that
but
the
it can
distortion
think whatever it
will cause
fucking
me to
wants.
lose
Like,
my
that's a
real
cat sitting on the bed.
Once
Like,
they're purged, I'll finally be able to
And
do
what's your
it.
point? It also kind of looks like a cat in the metaverse.
Do it too.
yeah,
That's
I
why was in
mean,
the castle in the
then
first
it's a
place.
cat. There's two instances of cat. There's no instances of human. Like,
Okay, but is it a human or is it a cat?
so it's a cat. Like,
But
we've
it
only
thinks
seen
it's a
two-
it thinks it's a human. What's your
It
point?
can think it's a fucking elephant. Like, I don't care what the fuck it thinks.
It'll be
It's a fucking cat.
But is it a cat, though? We already know that Mementos distorts desires.
So it wants to be a human.
Does it want to be human or does it want to be a cat?
Wants to be a cat.
Is it a human or is it a cat? Or are we dancers?
Okay, what are those?
What are those?
I can't tell you more unless we settle on a deal. In exchange for you keeping me here, I'll teach you about these tools. How does that sound?
He's teaching us how to how to make tools.
Let's do this.
Let's do
Famous
this.
word before falling to my death.
Yep, there it is. I was wondering if you would reference that because if you didn't, I sure as hell was gonna.
Bloodborne playthroughs.
Morgana seems rather happy. And notice how quickly the timeline is moving along there.
Yeah. About a month at a time.
Skillful infiltrations and escapes to all manner of places. There's even the possibility that you use special tools and had someone who manufactured them.
You good over there?
Answer.
Yeah, I'm just slowly dying.
Yeah.
But yeah, so every time you unlock a confidant ability, they're gonna cut to that and show people exactly how you or how they connect to the metaverse. So Morgana's confidant is going to give us abilities to make tools. What these tools are useful for, you'll find out in the next episode. Because I don't think we're gonna get to fucking tool manufacturing by the end of this.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Those 20-hour in things.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that depends on exactly how long we're going to stream tonight. I know we're at least going to be getting close to finishing Kamoshida's Palace tonight.
I don't even know what time it is.
It's like 11 o'clock. We got plenty of time.
The stronger that power gets, the more reliable
It's the
it'll be as
fucking
a
weekend, who cares?
Mm-hmm. I only got to take Dread to work tomorrow. It doesn't matter.
Good luck with that.
I mean, I'll be fine.
Yourself on the way.
I bet it'll affect that power as well.
But yeah, he's basically explaining how confidants have the ability to affect both the real world and the metaverse.
Got it?
So yeah.
I expect great things from you.
So Dio, what was the magician in Tarot?
Magician, you gotta ask this while I'm like 10 shots in.
I mean, you said you took notes and you did research.
Oh, thanks for everything today. You saved me, and I didn't even thank you properly.
It's fine. We're gonna play it cool.
No, it's not. Anyway, I wanted to let you know at least. See you tomorrow.
Send messages to each other with that. So, I'm gonna have
Got
to
Minnie Mouse on her too now.
I know, right? Ain't it great?
I should write something.
I mean, we don't have Kat here to do the female voices. I have to improvise.
Yeah, with Mickey Mouse of all fucking things.
I mean, would you rather I do another voice? Hey there, honey buns!
It's Anne, not Helga.
So yeah, there's every once in a while, whenever you're riding the train, you'll have a seat, and whenever you have the seat, you have the chance to do shit. We didn't have anything to do, so we just kind of skipped through it.
Huh.
Well, that's not good.
What would you do on train?
Read books.
Okay. Do we have like an intelligence stat now, or like?
Do you remember the doctor?
No, in all honesty.
The doctor that was in that cutscene.
She was wearing punk clothes.
There you go. Yeah, the punk rock woman. That was a doctor, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So that was a clue to another confidant we can unlock, which is the doctor. If we go to her clinic, there's a chance we can unlock a confidant there.
I imagine she's one of the passive ones, though.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we're meeting up at the hideout after school, right?
Don't text now. We're in class.
I still can't see her hoodie as anything but like the 4chan symbol. Like, I'm sorry.
Anyways, yeah, we're meeting up after class. Hey, McWhalen! You pay attention. Is this how you listen to when someone's talking to you?
Fucking forgot you're Duff McWhalen.
I feel a murderous intent. Whapa! So here's another mechanic that if we were playing regular new or vanilla new game, we would have a bitch of a time doing. Dodge Uchimov's throw. Is he a ninja? Well, whatever. Moving on. And it raised our charm. Don't pay attention to the glass. Don't pay attention to the star. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. It's incomplete. No.
Okay.
But yeah, there's 5 stats that you can raise, which is intelligence, guts, charisma, kindness, and...
Still too early for us to head to the palace.
I already said intelligence.
Don't we just gotta steal that treasure thing?
What the fuck was the 5th one?
We need to prepare.
I can't remember.
Oh,
Anyways.
no.
But yeah.
I just wrote charm.
There are certain social there are certain confidants that you can talk to that will not talk to you unless you have a certain level of social stat.
Exactly are we supposed to do that?
For example, there is one that is probably one of the top tier waifus that it will not talk to you unless you have level 4 intelligence. But since I have most of them at rank 5, except for Guts,
so maxed out.
Since I have most of them maxed out, we shouldn't have too much of an issue. There's only like one confidant in the game that we might have an issue with, but I doubt we'll have an issue with it. So yeah.
Fucking Duff McWhalen shit. Are we going home?
Just come with me. I won't be able to get close enough by myself.
So yeah, remember how we were talking about the clinic?
Mm-hmm.
Guess who we're going to see?
I mean, I assume the doc.
Are you sure it's the doc? That's just a rumor. I love the Persona 2 references! Oh, it's great! It's that kind of doctor who gets sketchy rumors like that. Maybe she'll help us out. She'll be somewhere in the neighborhood, right? Take me to her. It fucking sucks that I can't get access to my personas at a time like this, but whatever. She is here.
This is the clinic that the chief mentioned. Now, how can we get them to give us some medicine?
What do you think, Neil? How do we get them to give us some medicine?
We need to be honest.
How do you expect normal people to understand what a palace
You knew I
is?
was gonna pick that.
Yep.
This is the clinic that the chief mentioned.
Alright. So that's not the right answer.
I mean, explain the palace to somebody, I'm sure they'll put you on some sort of medication.
But is it the medication we want? Remember, Dio, what we do here directly affects what we do in the metaverse, which literally means if we have medicine that we believe can restore life, it will restore life in the metaverse.
So we'll make something up.
Okay, there we go.
I guess that's the only choice we have. We'll just have to go for it.
Alright, let's step inside.
Okay, so I can't, like, help but draw the conclusion that this is, like, you know, Stephen King's It, and just, like, whatever we believe just, you know, gets injected into the metaverse.
Is it?
Like, you believe your inhaler's acid, and it just becomes acid.
I mean, we believed that toy gun was real, and we were able to shoot bullets out of it.
I mean, yeah, that's where my mind's going at this point. Let's see. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Well, whatever. So, what are you here for today?
Christ.
She looks like she smokes. Don't fucking lie to me.
I mean, fair enough. Okay, I just kind of like the first one. My body feels lethargic.
I feel lethargic. Lethargic is a fun word to say.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Head to the exam room.
Please head to the
In a
exam
case like
room.
yours, it's usually just due to stress. I'm gonna prescribe you some
Ooh,
pain relievers.
I'm
okay?
examining those legs.
I know, right? Isn't she great?
I still need to restock those. So let's go with sleeping pills instead. Sleep is the best medicine anyway. Which type of pill do you want? A sweet-tasting one or a bitter one?
Sleep is the best medicine. What about the big sleep?
The deep sleep. Soma sleep.
Soma. Don't talk to me about that game.
We're not on that ship. No, we are on that ship. We downloaded our consciousness onto that ship. Yeah, but we're not on the ship. Yeah, we are. No, fuck you.
Besides the fact that we just broke the game before we even got to that decision point.
I know, right?
Let's see. I want painkillers.
Is that right? And I bet you think you should have a year-long
gotta start
supply of
morphine
them
you
too. You're not sick at all, are you? I'm not as dumb as I look, you know. I'm guessing you're here because you heard the rumors about me. Hmm?
I also like the fact that she has red eyes.
Yeah. She wears those contacts for it.
I mean, she's also goth enough to wear a fucking choker while being a doctor, so...
I mean, fair enough. Let's go with that's right.
You're one of those patients with an ulterior motive, huh?
I feel like I'm fucking up this dialogue, but oh well.
Yep, you're burning every bridge.
School kids have it tough nowadays too, huh? Well, fine. I'll prescribe you some medication. But only medication that will help you recover your health. I guess it's fine. You seem pretty earnest, and you don't look like you'll be in any trouble. This is my private practice.
So, fun fact, she was actually the second confidant I got to rank 10. In my initial P5 vanilla playthrough.
It's your responsibility to take care of yourself.
So,
second one.
I have no chance after this.
Do you? Do you?
Okay, I honestly feel like we're only gonna have Ryuji because he's enough of a sucker to follow us around everywhere. But
well, I'll go ahead and tell you right now. I did a thing that makes it incredulously easy to gain confidence in this game.
Oh, okay.
But we're not gonna see it probably until a little bit later.
Okay. Yeah, that'll really help.
It's not going to get all of them, but it'll get most of them.
Yeah.
You're a pretty weird kid, you know? I wonder what you're going to use the medicine for.
I'm going to use it to fuck up a skeleton.
You
You think I'm kidding.
No
This is all I've got right now.
okay, which one?
So yeah, now she basically becomes a store that we can buy shit from.
Oh. Okay, so it's not 100% of a bad deal.
Yeah. And her confidant ability is literally just getting more shit.
Okay, what the fuck is that?
No, don't look at it! Don't look at it! Don't look at it! I did a goof in the last playthrough. Don't look at it.
I was like, 800, 1600, 500. How much do we have? Holy fuck!
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all legit. Trust me.
I thought we just beat up a dude for raping a chick, not robbed a fucking bank.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all from a previous life. It's legit. Trust me. I swear.
Yeah.
I swear these are all good bills, Ossifer.
Ossifer? Christ.
You remember how in the earlier stream I told you don't look at the money? That's the reason why. And you won't believe how long it took me to get that.
I can imagine. As I hear the clanging of more glass.
Yep. I mean, I gotta open another bottle. I'm already out of fucking brandy at this point. Anyways.
You posh motherfucker.
I mean, brandy's fucking cheap. Are you kidding me? I can get a bottle of this, or 2 bottles of this, and a bottle of fucking scotch for $70.
So is rum, and you could be a pirate.
I don't give a shit. Brandy's easier to go down. It's a lot easier to go down on brandy than you think.
I feel like we're God damn. If I remember right, that has personal implications, but...
Does it? Does it really, Dio?
I feel like you're drunk enough to put it that way.
She was a whore. We all know it. Anyways.
Remember the personal factor real quick.
So, Dio?
Seems sketchy.
We shouldn't involve people who have nothing to do with this. Keep the fantasies a secret, okay? Anyway, great work. That went really well. So, you know the store I mentioned, baby? With the model gun? It's in Shibuya. I can go with you if you want.
Shibuya. It could be a date.
Come on, baby. You know you want to.
Sounds good.
Let me see your teeth. Sweet. Well, let's figure out where to meet. You should at least know how to get to Shibuya Station, yeah?
Hey, I can't make it. Can I trust you guys to check the place out for me?
You can't come?
Not tomorrow. I made plans to go see Shiho at the hospital.
Ah, gotcha. Don't worry, we got this. Well, see you in Shibuya, Duff. I'll be in front of the station, baby.
We might be able to get our hands on some decent stuff. Really has model guns. Well, we can leave that for tomorrow. Let's go home.
I honestly felt like that was just gonna be a name thing and just kind of left by the wayside.
Oh no. That is literally our name. So we are permanently known as Duff McWhalen.
Let's do it.
So we've seen what we can buy as far as consumables go. What have we not seen yet?
Okay.
I mean, we have permanent abilities. I assume those personas stay with us. But, we've seen abilities, we've seen consumables.
It looks like you made it.
Upgrades to the personas?
No.
No?
If we have consumables, what else is there to get?
I mean, upgrades?
No.
But not to personas.
What do you hold in your hand, Dio? Most of the time when you're fighting. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So yeah.
Little do you know, I'm a monk. Chicken.
Well, I mean, monks sometimes use fucking what are they called? Bronze gauntlets.
It's a D&D reference, you fuck.
And it's also a Final Fantasy XIV reference, and it's also a Dragon Quest reference, and it's also a Dragoon reference. Played is 7. What's your point? There's a pugilist in fucking 7 too. Don't give me that shit. Oh yeah, this guy standing on the pier is also a confidant.
Wait, pier? What? Oh, the soapbox guy?
Yep.
Okay. Or, pardon me, the street orator.
Yep. He's also a confidant. I know, right? Well, I mean, they had to make a PC.
Fair enough. I mean, the rest of the game's not PC. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yes, it is. Don't fucking lie to me.
Okay, what is this game rated? Like,
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's rated M for mature, but that's not the point.
Yeah. Hey, that's not PC. Like,
oh, man,
I rest my case.
What do you think, Dio?
This is exciting.
There we
Let's
go.
go down the sketchy alley.
Anyway, let's check out what's inside, baby. Take off your pants. Ah, I could have sworn there was a store here. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. I guess we'll go to this one then.
Oh yeah, before we head in, you know anything about guns and shit?
Enter the airsoft shop, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because we can get guns and then turn those into the metaverse. Yeah.
Yep.
I get the logic.
Since they just have to look legit, they don't actually have to be legit.
That's actually kind of beautiful.
Hey, you know what you want yet?
I'm gonna give him a Scottish accent.
Recommendations? I don't know, just buy whatever
I like
looks
this guy.
interesting to you.
He's honestly like one of my favorite male protagonists or male characters in this game.
What do you want?
The surly manager.
A revolver?
Automatic? Dude, why are you talking about cars now?
Listen, this here's an enthusiast shop. My regulars will be mad if I let a casual like you hang around.
That shit from here like last week.
Can't remember you.
You bastard.
And you, looking for something?
Just the rage. The rage of viewing Ryuji.
Well, I mean, Ryuji is an idiot, but he's
something that looks real.
He's a fun idiot, so.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
fair
guys
enough.
Planning a nice big bank robbery or something?
What? That ain't it. We just like how they look.
Nice big bank robbery or something.
Anyways, you should have said before you two are in.
Well, I mean, we are looking for treasures.
Fresh faces.
Just not the banks
Some
you
precautions first, though. Don't go around pointing them at other people. Keep them in a bag or something if you're outside. Oh, and don't let the fuzz catch wind of you having them. I don't need them coming around here.
So don't go pointing them at people and keep them concealed while you're carrying them around.
We'll be careful, promise.
Wow, what a fucking goody two shoes you are.
Now, if you look
Well,
closer,
we gotta be
it looks
careful,
like
or else he won't give us the shit. Like
We
you
hate
know.
the cops too. Fuck the
I'll
pigs.
show you the real good stuff, though. If you got the guts for it, of course.
If you got the guts for it. Remember, guts was a social stat. Ha ha ha.
Bring 'em out.
We did it, dude.
Apparently, I would fail in that sector.
Ooh, I wanted to see.
I mean, you're too much. You're too much of a goody two shoes to really go for this kind of dark shit. Oh yes, give me 5,000 yen. That totally helps out.
Yeah. But I mean, do you remember our conversation about me being a chronic people pleaser? Like, you know.
You can
kinda
purchase
my
model
thing.
guns, range weapons, melee weapons, protectors, and accessories at the airsoft shop. Melee weapons will increase the power of your normal attacks, which may be useful for those who want to defeat enemies without using skills. The ranged weapons increase the power of your gun attacks. These deal more damage than melee weapons, so they may be more useful against tough enemies. Protectors decrease the damage you take, vital to lasting longer in battle. Accessories have a variety of effects, such as providing skills and protections against status ailments.
So is there a shield / like penetration mechanic to this game?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
There's literally just a, what's it called? It's attack versus defense. So if your attack is 400 and the person's defense is 200, you'll deal 200 damage.
That's what your choose.
Makes sense.
But there's also chance for critical.
Okay. All right.
So this is actually a really good chance for me to explain exactly how I'm going to be doing accessory or weapons and everything. Maybe not necessarily accessories, but definitely weapons. So this game in New Game Plus allows you to keep pretty much everything that you had in the original game, or in your original playthrough, which also includes endgame gear. Needless to say, I didn't play this game with a, what's it called?
All right.
With early game gear. So I have a lot of end game shit, which looking at those damage numbers will tell you more than enough. So I am not going to be equipping those. More likely than not, what I'm going to be doing is exactly what I'm doing now, is every time whenever we get a new palace, and right before we fight the boss, I'm going to come here, buy the most powerful stuff that they have for sale, and then equip it.
So that you're still, like, matching the damage output of what the palace requires.
Let me put it into perspective for you. Here's the Kukri. or no, here's the kukri that we have, which is 62 damage, right? We have the Rebel Knife and the Black Katakana. Those aren't really that important. And then we have the Machete and the Punish Dagger. Do you really want me to equip these two in the first dungeon of the game?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. And same goes for pretty much everything. Though I will probably... Where is it?
So what's the point of New Game Plus if you can, like, keep these items and just, like, whack everything from the start?
Purely for story and for catching shit that you didn't have earlier.
Oh, okay. So just unique items, more or less.
Mm-hmm. And I'm also going to change out of Vincent's outfit. Let's see. Demonica? Nah.
It's honestly a little disappointing.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Just like, I don't know. Whenever I think New Game Plus, I think, like, you know, higher health, harder enemies, like, you know.
Well, I mean, you can adjust the difficulty as you go. You can even, or you can adjust the difficulty to ultra hard if you want to. The whole point of Persona is to tell a story. What that story is completely dependent on the player. So if you're going into New Game Plus, all this does is guarantee that you will be able to experience the story afterwards.
Okay, so it's a, like you say, a guaranteed story mode.
Mm-hmm. And I will say this much, in Persona 5 Vanilla, there was an item you could get that would pretty much guarantee that was just a story mode game. You could only get it once per playthrough after, or in New Game... It started in New Game Plus 1, and then every consequential one after that, you could get only one per run. But it would guarantee that you would get literally just story mode.
So what you're saying is, like, there's the Force story, which you start out with, and then you can go back and, you know...
And then there's side story. Much like how in my my social stats, I only had level 4 guts, but level 5 maxed out on everything else. New Game Plus gives you the ability to get all of the stuff that you didn't get in your first playthrough. But it just makes it a crap ton easier. Which we will see exactly how it makes it a crap ton easier later on.
Yeah. How's business?
Doesn't concern you. It's all good as
He's
long as
awfully
the shop doesn't
cold
fail.
to us, isn't he?
I'm not gonna go wearing a fake smile.
I mean, what else is new? But what if it does fail?
Who knows? Maybe I'll end up living out on the streets. As long as I'm here.
We're in the attic of some coffee shop owner. Oh, wait, no, that's you. Get the fuck up there and stop talking to me, you little piece of shit.
I'd be kind of screwed if I lost it. But I guess you would too. So you better at least try and be useful around here. Anyway, I'm leaving now. Don't cause any trouble.
So he actually does have a house that he lives in. He doesn't live in the coffee shop, that's just us.
Yeah.
So I went to see Shiho at the hospital.
Did you talk to her? Or did you just
condition is
stare at her
stable.
menacingly?
They don't know when she'll regain her consciousness, though. I just stared at her from the corner.
I wasn't 100% wrong. That's the fucked up part. Oh, that's something you added in. Never mind. I'm sure she'll be okay.
Yeah, she'll get better. I know it. I just need to believe in her. But I'll never forgive Kamoshida. He's going to pay for what he did, no matter what.
I'll never be able to play this game after these.
Just need to assemble some infiltration tools. Clean off that desk back there so we can use it.
Alright, awesome. So we actually are going to get this, we are going to actually get to this mechanic.
Now you can make things whenever...
Now you can create infiltration tools at the work desk. So the amount of infiltration tools you can make is completely dependent on your proficiency, which is a social stat. So since it's maxed out, I can make as many as I want.
Why the hell is proficiency a social stat?
Because you have to be proficient at talking to people.
Yeah.
And you have to be dexterous. Think about it. If you're playing pool with someone... let's see. Knowledge, max, proficient. That's what I was missing last time. Charm, kindness, proficiency, knowledge, and guts. Guts is the only one that's at level 4. Guess which one was level 5 first, Dio? In my initial playthrough. You have a 25% chance of guessing the right one, since it's obviously not guts.
Well, yeah. Knowledge.
Nope.
Charm?
Yep.
Okay.
I was charming and proficient.
Interesting.
And then I got kindness and knowledge after the fact.
Come on,
Yeah.
hurry up and get to class.
After it didn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Good morning.
At the end of the day, or at the end of the game, whenever there was nothing to do. I just went fucking fishing for the last, like, 20 days, I think.
Headcanon, it's just like Bloodborne, it all happens in one night. It's all a dream.
I know, right?
Good morning.
I'm going the M. Night Shyamalan route, huh?
Behavior won't do you any good
Christ,
once you're
yeah.
expelled.
Oh
I
yeah,
do
so
hate
remember.
when stories do that though, where it's just like, oh, it was all a dream. It's
It was
like,
all a dream. None of it's real. Remember, you're not actually a trickster. You're actually lying comatose inside your bed last night after you got the shit kicked out of you out of that dude that was fixing to date rape someone.
There's something I'd like to ask.
It's just like Final Fantasy VIII Disc 2. Oh yeah, you remember this girl?
I see you're already on top of the problem I'd mentioned this morning, Miss Coward.
Ew. Oh yeah. She's in the intro.
Thank you
Yep,
again.
she's in she's the gymnastics girl.
Yes, he lent me a helping hand earlier.
You're not in volleyball.
I recommend you steer clear of the
I mean,
lazy
she's
man
still in
and
gym,
consider
or
it
she's
a
still
future.
in
Remember the
fucking
discussion we
physical
just
ed,
had?
which he
Fair enough.
is the physical ed
You
teacher.
shouldn't get involved with. This one's at the
The only difference is that she competes on a state or on
The delinquent
on a
transfer
country level rather
Sorry
than
to
just
interrupt,
a
but I need to use the
I don't
guidance
know,
office.
fucking county level.
Oh, pardon me.
I can't
We should be
remember.
going too. Don't want to get it.
How-
I don't know
Japan
how
works.
Japanese jurisdiction works. I don't live there. I don't give a shit. I'm never going. So,
Yeah.
After you.
but yeah.
I'm gonna get straight to the point. Did something happen between you and Mr. Kamoshida?
I don't know, Dio. Did something happen between us?
In a way of speaking, why do you ask?
Well, there was that little exchange just now, but that's not all. He gave me a
See,
brief
he's
lecture
some
this
weird
morning, and
adaptation of
your name
Captain
came up.
Underpants.
Something about the dangers
cannot
of a lack
explain
of
to
supervision.
We just have to spray him with water. That'll change his attitude.
Sure you don't go causing trouble, okay?
But be careful not to snap your fingers around him. Yeah, I read those books growing up. What the fuck about
You
it?
didn't make a pass at him, did you?
I don't know. Did we make a pass at the girl? She's a freshman, which means she's like 14, Dio.
Okay, that last one's like the most date rapey option ever. Her ribbon was cute. Yeah, you're totally look at the ribbon.
Do you find her attractive or not? How old is she? Why would that matter, sir?
Let's go with the ribbon was cute. Fuck it.
There we go. Spoken like a true rapist, Dio.
Mr. Kamoshida has
Holding
been
consistency.
on you.
Ever since Deus
With
Ex.
Sakamoto-kun. You seem acquainted.
God damn.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody!
Sorry, that's all I wanted.
Yeah, that
to
was
discuss.
around Valentine's Day, wasn't it?
Yep, and the clip is literally titled "Happy Valentine's Day." So I saw Kamoshida at the school gate this morning. He was just standing there looking at me with a shit-eating grin on his face, baby.
Oh,
What
that's
else is
annoying. He's probably mocking you.
Honestly, seeing that he got Seeing that got me even more fired up about this. We're definitely gonna pull this off.
Yeah, I'm worried about Shiho, but I want to concentrate on our operation too. And I won't let myself get exhausted like last time.
The board meeting's May 2nd, right? We just gotta take care of him before then. I'm going to come up with increasingly more disturbing voices for you to listen to, Dio. Trust me. Just wait until we get to your character.
The fuck is my character?
I told you! You didn't listen to me, but I told you there's a character in here that's literally just you.
Okay. Yeah, my mind is made up.
Same goes for me.
Me too! I'll do my best. No going on without me, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. You better let us know if we're going into the palace, baby. You gotta let me know if I can come inside.
Christ.
And it's Kamoshida's palace. Hey, topical! People spreading ugly rumors about me. Doesn't fucking matter. It's all exposition.
The inside with daybreak.
It's finally time to set the plan in motion. I bet the others are ready to go and waiting on the signal. Well, I'll leave it the planning to you. If you cannot execute the plan by the deadline, then it's game over. Then it's game over. Then it's game over. Are you hearing me, Dio? Then it's game over. Do you hear what I said? Then it's game over.
Yes.
Keep vigilant and be aware of the time remaining. Palaces contain many strong enemies. Consult with your allies and make use of the various facilities facilities in the city to ensure a successful infiltration. Mission starto. When you have some free time and don't know what to do, press bleh to open the assist command to view what you can do and who you can see.
We're back to this point, huh? Just press.
Yep. If network functions are on, you can press to view the activity log. This will enable you to see what other players did on
Back
this
to
day
the
in the
Odyssey
calendar.
days.
Yep. The activity log is a support tool that can assist you during your free time. If you would like to know more about it, check the corresponding tutorial. So yeah. Now we're out of the tutorial, Dio. Congratulations! 4 hours into the game! Actually, I think we're like 5 or 6 hours into the game. Finally out of the tutorial. So that giant red HUD on the top right of the screen is how many days we have left until it's game over.
Oh.
If we don't kill if we don't finish off Kamoshida within those 14 days, we're fucking gone. Game over.
Be honest, we're going to kill. Like that's my objective.
Are we going to kill him, Dio? Are we really going to kill him?
I don't know, unless it's like some convoluted dialogue bullshit, then you know.
Yep, but that means
it will be.
So I'll be honest with you, Dio. It takes 2 days to finish off Kamoshida.
Okay.
So
like 2 days
now,
real time or like 2 days like game time?
2 days game time.
Okay.
So you are in control of what we do in the overworld. You tell me whenever we go into the palace and we actually do shit. But whenever we go into the UG, it is all under my control.
Okay.
So right now, let's go ahead and take a look at that touchpad. You're at a loss, whatever. This is commands. I tell you, basically this is telling you that you'll get the, you'll be able to tell what other people did on this day. 72% went to the palace, 4% studied and did laundry, 24% spent time with Takemi. And everyone's average level was level 8. We are level 5, and we have nothing to show for it. So, do we infiltrate the palace, or do we do miscellaneous shit, Dio? The choice is yours. My life is in your hands right now.
Okay. A little bit of a meta question here. What's the point of doing, like, just meta shit? Like, I get going through dungeons, I get going through, like...
What have I been telling you
but...
this entire time, Dio? Have you been paying attention at all at what I say?
Well, yeah. Well, okay, are you talking about, like, the sense that what happens in the real world, like...
What happens in the real world reflects on what we do in the metaverse. And remember what I said about Takemi earlier, that increasing her confidant ability gives us more stuff that we can buy as her confidant level increases? We don't necessarily have access to that yet. But, as time goes on, we will.
Check your text messages first.
Let's see. Palace? It's Ryuji asking us if we want to go to the palace.
Back. No, not yet. We need more preparation.
Alright. So, what do we need to prepare? The overworld is your oyster, Dio. We have one person we can hang out with, and that's it.
Okay, fuck it. Let's hang out with Ryuji.
No, we can't hang out with Ryuji. He's not available right now.
Who the fuck is it?
It's Takemi.
Who the fuck's Takemi? Oh, is that
the
him?
doctor.
Oh.
Do you need to look at the network again? 72% went to the palace today. The rest went to hang out with the doctor.
Are you saying the doctor doesn't deserve our attention?
Let me put it this way, Dio. The sooner we get done with Kamoshida's shit, the more time we can invest into spending it with others. Safely.
Fair enough. Okay.
Without having the crush. Okay, cool.
Let's incite justice.
Alright, cool. So we're going to the palace today.
I hope you all understand that our time limit is May 2nd.
The overworld's your oyster.
Yep.
It's pressured into the dungeon.
Well, I mean, it's very common practice in Persona 5 to get the main dungeon done as early as possible, because that deadline doesn't go away. Whether you kill Kamoshida in day 13 or in day 1, you will still have 14 days to do whatever you want. So it's a lot better, or it's in better favor to get rid of him earlier on. That way you can spend...
because he's going to be the reason that we're expelled. Okay, yeah, I wasn't taking that into account.
Let's start the strategy meeting.
Alright, so this is our hideout. We can essentially hold a meeting that tells us, that basically brings us up to date on what we need to do. And then after that, we can go into the palace. The meetings become more prevalent as the game goes on, but you're not going to find that yet.
Are we always going to meet on the rooftop?
Nope. Remember what I told you earlier? The hideout changes depending on what palace you go to.
Nothing. I was just thinking
fair enough.
So, what do you think about her outfit, Dio?
I mean, I can dig it.
That's a child, sir.
Judging by your costume,
She's like 16.
I mean, she's got that tail and stuff, so...
Twitch, you didn't hear this close enough.
So what kind of nickname should we give her, Dio? Remember, she's 16.
We're just going balls deep. Sex cat.
Wait, is that what you're going to call me from now on? I am so not down with this.
What do you want to be called then?
What would you call her, Dio?
Better than just a little cat. Maybe...
Probably Catwoman, because it's just like, I don't know.
That sounds pretty cool.
Catwoman.
Well,
is she a woman, Dio? Is she?
Okay, beyond the whole, like, pedophilia thing they're trying to push, like, you know, that's a full-on, like, red-shifted, like...
I ain't pushing pedophilia at all. You straight up said you can dig it. Very well knowing she's a second year in high school.
How the fuck am I supposed to know what that means? That could... Well, okay.
Good. Your hands are tied here, Dio. You can't back your way out of this one. Don't you try and fucking lie to me.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting cat, huh?
Yeah, I know. Is it a cat? Is it a cat, Dio?
Mm-hmm. Just like that's not a fucking door.
Is it a door? Guess where we're going?
To have a nice little chat with Igor.
Yep.
Well,
back in the Velvet Room.
It seems you have remembered my words. You truly
Tend to
make
be,
it worth rehabilitating you.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say it.
But back with Igor and his quote-unquote rehabilitation. You remember the question I asked you back when?
His dominatrixes.
His 2-foot dominatrixes.
I mean, they act like that. Like, don't give me that shit. I never asked for this.
But do any of us really ask for a fate to fall upon us, Dio?
Well, no. But
do they ask for a fully sexy 16-year-old woman in red spandex to come across us?
I mean, some do.
You do, apparently.
Such a day should not be far off.
So yeah.
This time, I wish to introduce
if they can drive a car, I can drive them up.
Are you sure about that, Dio? I mean, up where I'm at, we have the Cinderella clause, but I don't think we have that much where you're at.
Wait, that's like the Romeo and Juliet thing, right?
Yeah, if you know them before they become the age of 18 and you're over the age of 18, then it's technically not statutory rape.
Yeah.
It's a terrible law, but it is a law.
Yeah, some sketchy shit. Let's see, this time I introduce you. 8? Question mark?
So now we're actually going to be able to get to use the Velvet Room. And we get to listen to this fucking music, which is great.
That power holds infinite possibilities. We will assist you in nurturing that potential. To that end, we must
the day when I get a PC and can actually hear this fucking music.
Do not be alarmed. Personas are personalities that exist within you. Thus, you will only be discarded.
Yeah, I elected on having a real-time conversation with you rather than listening to the game, so feel special today, motherfucker.
So hey, Dio, I want to ask you a very fun question.
What's your definition of fun?
How many people are actually in the Velvet Room?
What the fuck sort of question is that?
I mean, it's a legitimate question.
To start,
12. Wait, 12.
Nope.
15.
Nope. You're going way too high.
Okay.
Now, before you select the second persona.
Okay, what the fuck is this menu? Oh, it's all your different personas. Okay.
Yeah, this is basically breaking down the main core mechanic of the Velvet Room, which is we can use our personas and break them down or fuse them together and make more powerful personas.
This is the form, your new persona.
So you can recapture them again?
No, not necessarily. You can fuse them and make more powerful personas. And based on your Confidant rating, since this one is the Chariot, which would be Ryuji, our Confidant rating with him is 1, so we only get 13 XP or 1300 XP off of him.
There's a big difference between those two numbers, motherfucker.
I mean, 13 and 1300 aren't that big. What are you talking about? It's only like a 1287 XP difference. It's not that much. Especially not as we get into the later games. Anyways.
I want to criticize you on your math, but I'm not sober enough to do so.
We're not high enough level to create that one, so that means we have to fuse him with someone else. We are level 5. Let's fuse him with Arsene. Fuck it. Arsene was our first persona, so who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Let's give him...
Why is that demon in a cup? I've never seen that before.
I mean, that's how it goes, man. He likes being in that cup, man. So here's A sad thing, I fucking love this because this
Here's
dialogue...
the motherfucking tea.
This dialogue only appears the first time you actually fuse Arsene. Because he actually is our own, or our literal persona, and we're sacrificing him for more power. But this is the only time we actually see him, and I'm gonna show off this cutscene the first time we do it, and that is it, because it takes way too long to do it after that.
Alright.
But yeah, my question still remains, Dio. How many people are in the Velvet Room right now?
I mean... 6?
Nope. Close. Not quite.
5.
Well, actually, no, you were right. It is 6.
6.
There's us, or there's Duff, our main character. There's Igor. There's Caroline and Justine. And then there's Belladonna, and I believe his name is the Demon Painter. Which, in this game, actually does have a significant the music actually does have a significant reference. Because...
I'm gonna be honest, like, that was just a complete lucky guess, because I was just going off of your 2 personas that were being merged, so...
Well, either way, the vocals that you hear in the background are made by Belladonna. And the piano accompaniment that you hear behind it both of them are what gives Igor the power to manipulate your personas to the way that he does. If the 2 of them were completely non-existent, then he would have no power within the Velvet Room.
What do you mean?
Its worth will be made clearer when you return to the field of battle.
So yeah, this is basically saying that as we gather personas, we also have the ability to fuse them. And as we fuse them, we can create stronger personas. And as we create stronger personas, we can also have the ability to fight stronger personas, which gives us the ability to capture stronger personas, which gives us the ability to fuse stronger personas. I don't have enough alcohol for this. But
so what you're saying is that this is Persona Craft, the game.
No, not Persona Craft. This is Persona Mon.
Okay.
The game.
Oh. Okay.
Because we can capture them and have them fight against each other. Each one has their own strengths and weaknesses. Which literally means that, like, that Pixie we had before was weak to gunfire. Which means that if we don that persona and go up against an enemy that has gunfire as an ability for them, we will get knocked down by them. So we inherit not just the abilities, but also the strengths and weaknesses of each persona that we get.
That is a thief's skill.
And each one has to be equipped before a round? Or
each one comes equipped with us, and we can change personas in battle, but we can only change personas once per turn.
Okay, so it's the turn that determines what you're weak against. Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. I have Persona. I have the Persona Compendium up to 99%. But the limitation I'm putting on myself is literally just that I'm only going to use personas that are the same level as I am. For one reason and one reason alone. Where is it? There it is. I don't think. Where is he? I know he's here somewhere.
Huh?
No. There's a very specific one I'm looking for. This one. I'm very certain we don't want this guy to be in an early level thing.
Yeah, I can see why.
Yep. And there's also some DLC ones. They are marked by the gold. But yeah, I have it at 96 because purely and simply because I am not good enough to get all of the confidants in one run. But yeah, I will only be equipping whatever personas I have that are up to my level, which means since I'm level 5, I have Kate Sith and Incubus that I can get if I really want to, but if I remember correctly, they are fucking shit.
Is this what you want?
Life drain, yeah. I didn't use them very often. But yeah, so I'm not going to be pulling out like all of my really strong personas unless I absolutely have to.
I get you.
Something wrong? You were just standing around.
Because I still want... I want to see exactly how badly you're gonna fuck me over in this game, since you have full ability, or since you have full control of the overworld. I want to see exactly how bad you're gonna fuck me over in this game.
How much of a handicap is Dio gonna be?
Where do we start?
Let's head to the safe room we found last. That's pretty sick.
So this is basically highlighting our fast travel ability, which basically says that once we find a safe room, which is a place where cognition is its weakest, we have the ability to just automatically teleport there. Let's get Yasagami High. Fuck yeah, there we go. Alright, but yeah, it's our fast travel ability. Oh yeah, and I forgot, we actually also have stuff for these guys as well. So let's get everybody in uniform. Let's give you a maid uniform, Morgana. Fuck it. Ignore those weapons. Where is Yusagi? There we go.
As soon as I heard uniform, I knew this was going.
There we go. Isn't Morgana beautiful, ladies and gentlemen? Isn't he great? I ask you again, Dio. Is it a cat?
It's a cat.
Is it a cat, though?
But ask me this question, it's a fucking cat.
So, the in-game explanation for these save rooms is that in these areas, the ruler of the palace doesn't have as much control as they would like to in that area, so it's considered a safe zone. And in that safe zone, we're able to hold meetings, we're able to heal up, and we're able to save.
Okay, I'm sorry for just coming to this conclusion, but like, are we really going to be like coming across all sorts of deranged maniacs? Like
are we?
The entire game.
Think about it, Dio. This is the first level. And we're dealing with a serial rapist and an abuser.
Oh, trust me, this is just now sinking in.
Do you honestly think we're going to be going up against anything worse? Or do you think this is just as bad as it gets?
Somehow, like, I don't know how, but I just know it's going to be worse. I know in my heart. I don't know how. It's just a feeling. And I feel like that feeling's accurate.
Really? I am glad I saved there. Jesus Christ.
Oh, so if Joker goes down, everybody goes down?
Yep. Since you're the main character, if you fucking die, everybody is fucking done.
Damn.
How's that for hard mode? Let's go to prior save mode. Or safe room. I don't fucking give a shit about this profile. I already completed the trophy that's required for that. So...
Now it's just to beat him up.
Gotta sneak around him somehow. There we go. And got him.
There's 2 enemies. Don't underestimate them. Gonna finish it.
Well, he went down easy, didn't he? But yeah, this is hard mode. Since we're level 5, we have next to nothing.
How about this?
Interesting.
Let's see. I gave away the one person that has Zio, didn't I? Yes, I did.
Probably. Yep.
Okay. Well, you know what? We're just gonna decrease the defense on you. Fuck you. There we go. And you guys are dead.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And that's how a majority of these battles are going to end.
So it's pretty much a hold up or nothing.
Okay.
Pretty much, at least for the first couple levels, until I get to like level 8 or 10. I have 10 beads. I can... There we go. I hate to have to use them like that, but... this is hard mode. I can't afford to be cheap.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, basically my bread and butter for the early levels of this is just going to be these guys. As far as like getting my... As far as getting my, fuck. As far as getting my level up, it's going to be these guys, which are easy to get knocked down. Don't cost any SP. They're going to be what drives my HP.
I get you.
But yeah. Oh yeah, and also we got Thief Sense, which lets us figure out shit that might actually be able to be broken. Such as that... this over here.
So it's just the OP vision.
I prefer to think of it as Thief Vision from Arkham Asylum or Arkham Knight, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Did we ever finish those games?
No, we didn't. We got cut off.
Yeah. I was thinking about that the other day. I don't remember what reminded me of it. I was like, I don't remember if we finished those, but yeah.
Okay, I'll show you an example first.
Gotta watch closely. Garu on that person, and then here is the main mechanic of this game.
And swap your turn with someone else.
Baton Pass. So whenever you whenever you knock someone down, I already explained to you once more, right? Where whenever you knock someone down, you get an extra turn after that. Well, once you knock someone down, you have the ability to either take another turn yourself or pass it on to someone else. So what that means is that you can baton pass onto someone else who has a weakness for someone else, or for another character, and then pass it on to someone else who has a weakness for another character, like this one, and then you can pass it on to someone else, and each time your abilities get more powerful, and you also get, they get more powerful, and you also knock down another character. And once you get all of them knocked down, you get a hold up, and you can do an all-out attack. So, Baton Pass is a very critical point of this game. And this basically unlocks the ability to to actually play the game the way it's intended. So you're supposed to utilize everybody that's around you, or everybody that's in your party, to be able to do what they do. Oh yeah, and things that glow gold whenever I use Thief Vision means that they have goodies in them. Such as this barrel. And believe it or not, we're still not out of the tutorial.
I thought you said we were already out of the tutorial.
I lied to you. And this is introducing the sneak ability. Which means that when if we find something that we can hide behind, we can hide in it and get closer to the enemy and ambush them. And ambushing them basically guarantees that all of our players are going to have first strike. So before any of the enemies have a chance to move, we are going to be able to move.
Okay, I'm sorry, but like, how does one knight turn into like 3 different characters? Like, it used to be 1-to-1 ratio.
Don't question it. It's the metaverse. He has 3 personas. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Papa. I love that full scorpion he does in his all-out attack.
Mm-hmm. That is beautiful.
Okay.
But yeah.
Whoa, damn.
So, one thing that they didn't really highlight is that each castle has a detection meter, essentially. And whenever enemies find you, it raises that detection meter. Once it reaches 100%, then you get kicked out of the palace.
Yeah, I mean, that was highlighted earlier.
But you can lower that ability by defeating enemies and catching them in a sneak attack. So the whole point of this game is to sneak through and keep it as low as you possibly can, so that you can get through the palace unnoticed. I like how she changes uniform halfway through that transition. I see you.
Gotta get a cat girl somehow.
I know, right? I mean, cat girls are great. They're not as good as cat boys, but they're still pretty good. Isn't that right, Dio? You fucking furry piece of shit.
I mean, I'm all over here about cat girls. Like, I don't know about your cat boy business, but, you know.
Yeah, don't fucking lie to me, Dio. I've seen your fucking porn folder. So yeah, our thief vision not only gives us the ability to see what objects there are around the area, but it also gives us a heads up as to what is interactable, essentially, for puzzles.
Makes sense.
And remember whenever we were playing Code Vein and I was complaining about the map system there?
Mm-hmm.
This is what I was referencing, because I was playing this on the side at the time. Don't you even realize how vital a map is? Oh yeah, it works so much better. Because it only shows you the floor that you're on. And that's it!
That is beautiful.
So you can find different maps as you go out through the as you go through the different palaces.
Mm-hmm.
And each map gives you access to gives you information on different parts of the palace that you're going through. Usually each place has anywhere from 2 to 3 different maps. So it just depends on how you go through this.
Weak to fire skills.
Alright, there's that. And then hoping on a dream that he has fucking Garu. I don't know if he does, though.
Well, while you're locked in combat, I'm going to take one more quick rest break, because I cannot hold my liquor.
Fucking pain in the ass. There we go. Went down pretty easily, didn't it? We're not locked in combat anymore, Dio. Get your fucking ass back here.
Alright.
That's all it takes for me.
Damn it. And of course he's not here for this port. I don't think I ever got ambushed in my initial playthrough.
Looking cool, Joker.
It's time. Jack-o'-lantern, you're mine.
Looking cool, Joker.
Ravage them.
Ah, fuck, wrong one.
Joker took one out. All right.
There we go. And just like that, they're finished off. Wow! Don't worry, kitten.
Okay.
It's all good.
You're not too tired after that, are you? Don't fall behind.
I should have checked that for treasure. Fuck. We'll lose money. You, I know, have treasure.
What?
You need to train more.
Yeah, it's blocked. Fuck it, I don't care. We just have to find a way through. Which, surprise, surprise, literally just means climbing up on the fucking shit that they have here. There we go. Nope, not that way, this way. Who would have fucking guessed, right? There we go.
The cognition here is weak.
Get to that save room and get ourselves saved up.
I should write something.
Bam. Alright, back out we go. Night Watch armor, huh? How's that stack up against the shit I already have? Yeah, it's better, so I'll get it. Or I'll put it on, rather. There we go. Still a long way to go. That's not all. There are an awful lot of patrolling shadows, too. As blindly rush into a fight, first you need to ascertain how strong they are. You're supposed to do that. Alright. Alright, awesome. So, we just got a tutorial explaining exactly how to tell how strong the enemies are. Whenever we use Thief Vision, yellow means they're our level, blue means they're below us, and then red means they're above us.
Oh boy.
He goes from a maid uniform to standard uniform.
Fucking cat in the chair.
Isn't it great? And he's smoking a cigar too.
Easy win. They were nothing.
I'm gonna ask it for you this time. Is he a cat?
Is he a cat, Dio?
I'll reveal your truth.
You're the one who raised the question, so yeah, is he a cat? I know the answer. You don't.
He's a cat. I'm sticking my guns.
Is he though? Actually, this one would be useful to have. Lend me your power. There's no need for that. Alright, cool.
Show me the money. Okay.
I know, right? You can extort money from these people. And you can once you get a certain confidence rank up to a certain level, you can extort more and more from them.
Damn.
Okay.
Too bad we have 900,000. At 2% though, holy
I mean,
shit.
what are you fucking talking about? We're flat broke. We only have 9,973,000.
Okay, what sort of metaverse are you sitting in, huh?
Imagine if I had that much fucking money in real life. I'd be unstoppable.
How much is, like, 1,000,000 yen?
100 yen is equal to... If I remember correctly, it's like 100 yen is equal to 1 cent.
Let's see. To Google. Yen to US... Like, fucking type. Let's see. 1 Japanese yen is 9/10 of a cent, so
it's like 10 yen is 1 cent.
So 1,000,000 yen is about 9,100 bucks. So not bad, but not sitting pretty either.
I know, right? Critical! For 43! Fuck yeah. God, I miss being an endgame. Whenever I would deal thousands of damage in one turn.
Yeah, but you're handicapping yourself. Like, don't
I
give
know,
me that
right?
shit.
I mean, do you want me to unhandicap myself and just summon God?
I mean, it's up to you. Like, I play story games. Like,
Yeah, but unlike you, I'm not a bitch.
I take insult to that, sir.
Well, I mean, let's face it. You play the easy game or the easy mode games. I play the difficult shit. Whenever people want to have a good time with our commentary, they go to you. Whenever they want to have a good time with the fucking gameplay, they come to me.
I mean, fair enough.
And the entirety of our fan base comes to me.
Exactly.
According to the map, there should be an area for us to be able to go through, but we can't get to it yet.
Although, since we're on this subject, like, not to bog down the story for a second, but, how do you feel about, I'm gonna draw a blank at the worst moment. Not Spellbound. The mage deathmatch thing. You know what I'm talking about? I am too intoxicated to remember.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The Battle Royale mage game?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Anarchy tried it. It's fucking shit. Well, let me rephrase that. It's fucking shit on console.
Yeah.
On PC, it's amazing.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know. I kind of got wrapped up into it a little bit. I was like, I wonder if this would be an interesting stream, but at the same time, I was like, I don't know.
Ah, shit, I did this wrong. Fuck. I got ahead of myself.
At 0% though.
I got ahead of myself and now I don't know how to get out. Because there's no... Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, I guess I just gotta do this over again.
Can he solve the puzzle?
I mean, half dead I could solve this puzzle. Half drunk is a fucking walk in the park.
Yeah, I was about to say, as I got stuck on a certain puzzle in Call of the Sea for about an hour.
I know, right? There it is.
I finally figured that out.
Even even though it was an initial, or it was a second playthrough for you.
That's the worst part about that shit.
I mean, this is a second playthrough for me, and I'm able to figure this shit out no issues.
Yeah, but you don't just sit and look at the scenery like I do.
There it is. Yeah.
I love that specification. After school.
Yep.
You're not breaking the law by doing this, just so you know.
And not only that, but we got some dirty fucking gear. Some dirty, dirty gear.
I don't want to
So what does that imply, Dio?
Sex shop. I don't know, more damage?
Show me your true form.
I mean, if
know
it's dirty gear, what does that mean?
I don't know, like, I don't want to know what you mean by dirty gear. I mean, okay, so, realistically, I assume it's elemental damage, but I don't know.
Is that what it means, Dio? Is that really what it means?
Okay, I don't fucking know. I'm not sure I want to know anymore.
I mean, just think about it. It's dirty gear, so what do you do with dirty fucking gear? What do you do with dirty clothes, Dio?
Wash them?
And there you go. So what does that mean we have to do with the dirty gear we have here?
Okay.
Sell it. I don't know.
They were nothing.
Everything we do in the real world has an effect on what we do in the metaverse. So if we wash the dirty gear that we got in the metaverse in the real world, what's gonna happen?
It becomes clean. Like,
it becomes clean, and it also, since it becomes clean, it also becomes something else. So since it's not dirty gear anymore, it would also become clean gear, right?
Okay.
So since it's clean gear, it also becomes a gear that we're not used to, which means that it becomes a new piece of gear.
Okay.
So if we throw that sooty gear into the washer, that means that it's going to become a new piece of gear.
Okay, yeah. Okay. That's a very convoluted way to get to that. But okay.
Tell me I'm wrong, Dio. Tell me I'm fucking wrong.
I'm not telling you you're wrong, I'm just telling you that was a convoluted way to get there.
You gotta think logically, Dio.
There's no logic here, don't lie to yourself.
You gotta think to the logic of the game, come on. Stop trying to conform yourself to the regular logic, and conform yourself to the logic of the game. It's not that hard.
Fair enough.
I don't see a weakness.
Well, if you don't have a weakness, that just means that I have to shoot you a bunch.
One weak ass dude, he only had one spawn.
I know, right?
Blah blah.
Oh, and this is supposed to be where you're gonna be getting, where you're supposed to get Jack-o'-lantern, but I've already got him, so.
So fuck off.
Yep. So that was basically explaining that if you get it to the point where there's only one enemy left, and that enemy is at super low HP, there is a chance that they will plead for their fucking lives.
Interesting.
And whenever they do, it essentially, what's it called? It essentially makes it out to be a hold-up situation.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense, because, like, in all honesty, it just occurred to me that that was...
Well, Dio left the chat. Let's see if we can get him back. That's interesting. Let's where is he? Oh, he's completely gone. So he logged off of PlayStation. He logged off of PlayStation and is gone from the chat. Let me shoot a message, see what's fucking going on. Alright, looks like it's going to be in some pretty bad shape. Introducing the mechanic of the grappling hook. Alright, so now Dio's back online. Let's get him back into the party, shall we?
Are we throwing?
Phantom Thief and I know.
There he is.
Okay. You actually got me wrapped up in conversations good, and like this been such a good stream so far that I fucking haven't touched my controller, and PS4 went into rest mode.
Sounds like your problem.
Yeah,
something I've been working
should
on
probably
in
tweak that
secret.
setting.
The grappling hook lets you zip to hard to reach locations in a
What is that
flash.
setting under?
You'll see what I'm talking about when you test it out. Go ahead, give it a try.
Under system, maybe?
Okay.
Focus.
I really hate PlayStation sometimes. I don't comprehend all of these categories.
It sounds like your fucking problem.
Oh, here we go. Power save settings. Here we go. Do not turn off. That sounds like a great idea.
So yeah, this is basically explaining to us the mechanic of grappling hook.
Mhm.
Which basically means there are going to be places where we have the ability to use the grappling hook, and whenever we use it, it'll take us to different places.
Okay.
This one's weak to electricity.
Simple as that.
The grappling hook is a grappling hook.
I know, right? The grappling hook takes us to places we wouldn't normally be able to reach by foot. Who would have guessed? Now, question for you, Dio.
That was easy, huh?
Is that
What's
a
that?
Persona 5 thing or a Persona 5 Royal thing?
I feel like it's a royal thing.
Is it a Royal thing?
Yeah, because, I mean, it seems kind of upgradey and special.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So yeah, these enemies that have giant red flames on them basically means that they're supposed to be a much stronger shadow than what we usually face.
Show me your true form.
So they're an extra challenge. Well, you don't necessarily have to sneak past them. It just means that they're much stronger. And you have the ability to escape if you need to.
You're one dirty bastard. I hope you know that.
There we go.
Oh, well, apparently, okay, I have failed in my job as a moderator, so...
Have
Boss
people
is
been
still
saying
down.
shit and you haven't been saying anything about it?
Well, no, there was a follow 3 hours ago, and I think, wait, how long? Yeah, we have been streaming 3 hours, so, Hoss, if you're still here, thank you for the follow.
They're not still here. Everybody has since left.
Yeah. Oh.
You say that as we have 0 followers at the moment.
Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, well. I just have to look at the activity feed. I was like, there's 2 notifications. What's one of those? Oh, shit.
My fucking admin, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Okay. No match for me.
Oh, this feeling. Maybe there's a safe room.
You either get
Hey, look.
immersion in the game or immersion in the
Okay, let's go.
chat area. You don't get both.
Oh yeah, and more likely than not, those super strong enemies are hiding something behind them.
This is a nice spot.
So keep that in mind.
Alright.
We are gonna save here and probably end the stream because I'm fucking tired.
Alright.
I have shit that I have to do tomorrow. But
I get you.
after, probably after I take Dread to work tomorrow, we can probably do a stream. So I'd say 2 o'clock. How's that sound?
Alright. How is it? Like 2 o'clock right now? That's in the AM.
Yeah,
it
so
almost
about like a little bit under 12 or a little bit over 12 hours from now.
is. Yeah. Yeah, I can dig it. As long as I've never had a hangover. Haven't been this drunk in a while either. So,
Sounds like
We'll
you need
stay
to
in
get
touch
drunk
about
more
it.
often.
Indeed, I do.
Alright, but yeah. So, yeah, we'll meet up 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We'll do some more Persona 5. And then later in the night, we'll do some Smite.
Right. Alright, sounds like a plan. And I'll announce a little bit more, so maybe we'll have a little bit more turn up, but, we'll see.
I don't fucking care about turn up, dude. I just care about
You're
being
past
able to
that
do this
point.
shit. I was never at that point. If I'm being honest, I just do this for fucking fun.
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah, we'll do it 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Do some more streaming. Do some more of this palace. We should be able to finish up Kamoshida's palace and maybe do a little bit more in the 6 to 10 hours that we get between then and Smite stream. But
yeah, I was about to say, shouldn't everybody be hopping on Smite about like 8 o'clock or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we should be able to finish up with this storyline and then maybe start the next storyline.
Okay.
By that point.
Well, and depending on when I wake up, I'm not coming to stream until I eat breakfast at least. I will guarantee you that. So if it's a little bit after 2 o'clock.
I mean, if it's after 2 o'clock, then I'm just not going to fucking stream. There's no point. Only doing a 5-hour stream? Are you kidding me?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But yeah, that'll be the end of our stream. Say goodbye, Dio.